All right, Valhalla Sports Talk is on the air today. Vikings versus Colts from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And Valhalla Sports Talk is here for all the action. Alrighty, so our first telecast of 2021 on the NFL side. Vikings hosting the Colts today in preseason NFL action. This game is not nationally televised, so I'll be watching it on NFL.com. So there's going to be a bit of a delay, but we'll work through that point just to get some practice in for the regular season. Let's do some quick shout-outs in the chat there. Francisco's in the house. What's up, buddy? Part of the member gang. Alejandro Cabral, hello, buddy. Sheila Jones up in here. What's up, Sheila? Goose Sports in the house. What's up, Goose? Loggy Raider is in the house. Ryan Jacobson, welcome to the show. Who else we got? Time Destroyer Gaming, long time no see. DOD up in here. What's up, DOD? Who else we got? Vikings Fans today. Skull Vikings today. Welcome to the channel, sir. Andrew Estrada in the house. What's up, Valhalla? Go Raiders. Wrong channel today. Viking Jerome in the house. Is Valhalla Berzerkers in the house. Go Vikes. Sheila says, what's up, Valhalla? It's good to hear from you. Good to be back. 10 Berzerkers up in here. We've got a little bit before this game starts. This game's supposed to start in 20 minutes. I won't be doing all of the pregame stuff that I normally do for a regular season game. I'll just kind of be hanging out. Right now, I've got my eye on that Giants-A's game. The A's were beating the Giants by a run going in the ninth, and them lucky son of a bitches hit a 2-run home run to take the lead 6-5. So the A's down to their last 2 outs. Now down to their last 1 out. So... Dang. It looks like the Dodgers will remain a game and a half out of first place in the National League West. Goose Sports says, who dat? It's Fireball time. I might go grab some Fireball. Might do that. Goose says, who dat? Goose still hyped up about his Saints. You okay, Goose? I know it's a tough time for Saints fans with their demigod, Drew Brees, retiring. He was actually at a Dodger game this week with his kids, so all decked out in Dodger blue, by the way. So, but good to see you, Goose. It's been a little bit. Time Destroyer Gaming says Skull, buddy. What do you say we do a little Skull chant here to start this bad boy off? Right on, let's go. It's almost football season. 21 days to kickoff for the NFL. Sheila asks in the chat, do I have Francis ready? Well, he's ready. Bobblehead Francis is ready to be shook. Ladies and gentlemen, he's ready to be shook. But how's everybody doing out there today in chat land? It'll be a little different today. Usually these Viking streams don't get quite the viewership of the Dodger ones, but we'll see if we can change that in 2021. Brand new setup for the new season. Pretty hyped for all that. But looking forward to today's game versus the Vikings and the Colts. Viking Jerome says, I'm having my purple Kool-Aid on ice. Skull, right on, buddy. I'm going to have me a couple brewskis, and I think a hot dog and some bratwurst and some hamburgers a little bit later in the telecast. I should have probably shaved because my face looks dirty. But yep, preseason action today. As I mentioned, it will be on NFL.com's Game Pass, so it will be delayed probably by almost a full minute, but no big deal. Most people won't be able to see it anyway. But we'll try to give you the best experience that you can get on the YouTubes for these play-by-play things. It's all about just getting me a little bit of practice going into the NFL season. But 12 Berzerkers in the house as Thor's army continues to grow. So let's go. Games going on right now across the league here. I'm watching this Miami Atlanta Falcon game, 7-3 early on. On the TV in front of me there, we've got that the Pittsburgh game, I believe it is. It's playing right there. Let's check in with them damn Giants real quick. Yep, finals. Giants defeat the Athletics, so the Dodgers remain a game and a half out of first place in the National League West. Dang, I can't. They just do it all the time in those late innings, y'all. They just get to people's bullpens late. And I'll be honest, it's pissing me off. It's absolutely pissing me off. All right, let's see. Anyone that's still in the chat here, let's try an audio check. We'll listen into this Miami game. That one doesn't appear to be working. I'm not really sure, Viking Jerome. I haven't heard anything either about who's going to be playing today. No, use them other Giants. Them ones from San Francisco. Them San Francisco Giants. All right, well, if you're in the chat here, let me know how the audio is. I'm going to play the play-by-play now, and you tell me if you can hear me, my voice, over it.
That is what you do as a pro.
All right, can you hear me over the game audio, y'all? If I have to turn one of them down, let me know. But 12 Berzerkers in the house here. We've still got about 15 mics, 15 minutes before the start of this one. Anybody in the chat on the audio check? Audio check, 1 2 1 2. Let's listen into this one a little bit here. I got a couple fantasy running backs I'm trying to get going.
Now Trimble in the league as well. Brown's got no place to go, loses yardage back near the 43-yard line where Nigel Warrior, the former Tennessee Volunteer, he wraps him up. What have you seen from Will Greer in this first half?
What you've seen from Will Greer is a young man who's getting his opportunity.
What's up, Zen fan? What's up, man? Can you hear me over the game audio?
He's throwing the ball very accurate at times. That's what you want. And he's running with the number 2s. 4 or 5.
Someone in the chat, let me know if how I sound over the game audio. Do I need to turn my mic up, or do I need to turn the game audio down? Sheila says I could hear both.
With blockers in front, Terrace does a good job of making something out of nothing down to the 35-yard line for 8 yards. It'll be third down from there.
I really love this play. They're mixing it up, getting the Baltimore Ravens on their heels, saying, look, we're going to run the ball.
All right, let's check in Tampa Bay, Tennessee. Viking Jerome says all good. Wild Yellow checks in. Welcome to the channel, sir. Says you're good. Appreciate it. Time Destroyer says I can hear both very well. Cool. Cool. Tennessee, Tampa Bay, 0-0. First quarter, 11:23. Lions, Steelers. Let's check in on that one. That's the one that's on the TV in front of me as well. They're in a commercial break. We'll go back to Carolina, Baltimore. This game's scoreless as well, with 12:07 remaining in the second. 15 minutes to the Viking game, y'all. 15 minutes to the start of the Viking game.
Only punter in camp. Jansen snaps it back. And Crochet lets it go over his head. What a punt. Perfect. Chuba downs it at the 2.
Nice play there by Carolina on the punt there, down at the 2-yard line by Chuba Hubbard.
running back and special teamer.
Bailey's and coffee for Zen Fran today. Right on, right on.
Over our head. Growing up, we don't really think about
Sheila checking in with Viking Jerome in the chat there as well.
A roof keeps your family.
You gotta be quicker on these commercials, turning them off. Viking Jerome says Vikings offense is going to be a work in progress. I agree with you, absolutely. That the fact that their first round pick isn't even playing is kind of upsetting to me, but I don't own the team, so I really can't say too much. There's a good sight for Dolphins fans. Jalen Waddle back on the field. He's back on the field after being injured a couple series ago in this game.
So we'll get another look at it. It's a challenge. He was the most explosive player.
Yep, that offensive line, Viking Jerome, definitely going to be a work in progress. 7-3 Dolphins, 13:24 remaining in that quarter there. TV in front of me there, Ben Roethlisberger actually playing today. Drops back to pass, throws it over the middle. It's caught by the running back, I believe it is, for a gain of about 5. 14 Berzerkers in the house as we are about 13 minutes away from kickoff in Vikings versus Colts from US Bank Stadium. Man, I can't believe that the A's let them off the hook like that, man. Jesus. Drives me nuts. All right, we'll play a little music here until the Vikings game gets going here. So, Dodgers fans that are in the chat there, give me an idea what you thought of those City Connect jerseys. Did you like them or did you hate them? I hated them. Absolutely hated them. But if you spent more than 2 streams with me, you know I'm kind of a traditionalist. I don't like that. I don't like change too much when it comes to that stuff. Ooh, Roethlisberger with a bomb to number 18 there. We're up, COO. All right, let's listen into this Carolina game. Christian McCaffrey on the sidelines.
He's the guy with the cute girl, the great car, and the great hair.
He needs some of that hair. 2nd and 5, and it's Williams who gets up to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of a couple.
Really love the tackle by Oliver down here in the middle of your
All right, I'm going to refresh this here and see if the Viking game has come up yet. Nope, not yet. Not yet. So we do have an alternate stat screen that we'll go to during gameplay, kind of like our Dodger streams where we go and you can see what's going on in the action. I did notice in the test runs earlier today that that's going to be ahead of my play call. So, be kind of weird. Sheila says, no, those outfits last night were garbage. Too much blue. That's what they wore today, too, Sheila. They wore them today again as well. They wore them today. Kenley Jansen, another good outing to close that game down in the 9th and get the Dodgers. I think they said it was their 9th victory in a row. Yeah, I think he's probably in a little bit of a doghouse there, Viking Jerome, but not enough that he's in any danger of being replaced. I'll tell you what, as a Viking fan, you gotta absolutely hate what you're seeing from Justin Fields right now for the Bears. You gotta hate that we had an opportunity to get up there and get him and did not do it. You absolutely gotta hate it. What do you think, Viking Jerome? Time Destroyer Gaming says, old Cousins better ball out now. That's you're damn Skippy. He better. He better, because I really personally think that the Vikings are okay next year with letting him just sit, replacing him irregardless if he does not show out this year. Viking Jerome says Mac Jones looks good too. We wouldn't even have to move to get Jones, right? Who's the other one drafted? Didn't the other young kid, the guy the Jets drafted, I think he's looked pretty decent too. Zach Wilson. 16 Berzerkers in the house. Yeah, I agree, Zen fan. That we got what we got, right? We've got what we got at the quarterback position for the Vikes this year. Because I don't think Mond is ready for prime time. I don't think he's ready for prime time. What do you guys and gals think about Rosen? I mean, is he worth bringing in to be like a backup for the year? Touchdown Steelers. Touchdown Steelers. Coffee Brown says, I hope we do better than the Bears. Yeah, me too, buddy. Me too. Vikings fan today says Kirk will be good as long as the O-line steps up. Yeah, but that's the key, as usual, every year. Man, the fact that Darisaw has yet to even practice is kind of blah. Time Destroyer Gaming says Rosen is bad. Yeah, well, yeah, you always wonder if guys were given enough opportunity. I personally think that Rosen was shafted from the moment he got into the NFL. That he went through, all those different teams, all those different coaching staffs. But maybe he wasn't good enough to be in the NFL. But I do know that his road was not easy. Sheila says, you guys need a running back. What? The Vikings don't need a running back? We got one of the best running backs in the league there, Mrs. Jones. "19 Berzerkers in the house." Make sure to check into the chat, say hello. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, turn on bell notifications. I'll be doing every Minnesota Viking game this year unless I go to week 2's game in Phoenix. If I go to the Vikings Cardinal game in Phoenix, I won't obviously be able to stream that game. But I don't think I'm going to it. I don't think I'm going to go to that game. But 19 in the house. I'm showing 454. We still don't have a game feed yet. Quick look around the league right now. We've got Carolina, Baltimore knotted up at 0 with 9:01 remaining in the second. Miami over Atlanta, 14-3 with 12:34 left in the second. Tampa Bay, Tennessee scoreless, 7:44 remaining in the first. Pittsburgh, Detroit, Pittsburgh 7, Detroit 0, 6:12 remaining in the first. And games already completed for this preseason week. New England blasted Philadelphia 35-0. The Washington football team 17-13 over Cincinnati. Kansas City blanked the Cardinals Kansas City defeated the Cardinals 17-10. Buffalo 41, Chicago 15, and the Jets 23-14 over the Packers. Kofi Brown says Vikings better win because they've been talking shit all day to the Bears fans. There you go. Sheila says my boyfriend's trying to smash the like button, but it's buffering. Interesting. I'm not showing any loss on my side yet. Not showing any loss on this end yet. Kofi says, oh, and Skull Vikings. Skull Vikings, buddy. Skull Vikings. He was like the 14th like, right on. Preston Hidalgo says, where do you watch the game? Well, it depends, buddy. Today I'm watching it in the Valhalla Sports Talk studios, so my room. I'm watching it in there today, but some days I'll watch it out in the Valhalla Sports Tavern, the Valhalla Tavern out in the backyard. Zen Fan says, I missed today's game. I went to Henderson, Minnesota for the Hummingbird Hurrah. What is that? The game will be live here in a minute, Vikings fans, today. It's going to be on, I'm going to be watching it on NFL.com's Game Pass, so it's going to be delayed a little bit. Oh, that's what I'm watching it on, Preston. Yeah, so NFL Game Pass, it's a paid deal you pay. I think it's $100 to watch the preseason games. But you'll have game audio. You won't be able to see the game, but you'll be able to hear the game audio. Delayed, albeit. It'll be delayed a little bit. All right, let's refresh this, see if we got a game feed yet. 4:57. I guess they're going to wait right up till the last second, y'all. It says upcoming. It says upcoming. Zen Fan says the Hummingbird Hurrah is where they start their migration. No way. Really? I don't know if you know, Zen Fan, but I am like a hummingbird fiend. We have like 3 feeders in the backyard. I love hummingbirds. So hopefully they're headed our way. Jameson Taylor checks in and says, hey everybody, how's it going? What's up, buddy? Vikings Fan today says, who did your graphics? I'm very impressed. I did them. I do all my own graphics here on the channel. Well, I at least put them together, you know what I mean? I didn't like draw the Viking logo or nothing. I just took it off the internet. Jameson says, I like the Vikings too. Colfie Brown says, I'm in Rockford for a little while and I can't watch my Vikings. Well, hang out with us today, buddy. You'll know what's going on. You will know what's going on. That's really interesting about the hummingbirds, though. Arizona has one as well. I know that during our winters here, we get kind of cold here during the winter because we're down south. But I know they kind of disappear a little bit, obviously, when it gets colder. But we still put the feeders out. Jameson Taylor says, what's y'all's favorite chocolate candy? I'm eating some chocolate candy right now. I like pretty much all chocolate candy. Jameson's Braves are losing. You like them hummingbirds too, Zen? I get you. They're way cool. They're way cool. We get all kinds of different ones here too. Kofi hyping up them Kit Kats in the chat. All right, come on. Let's get a feed here. Let's see what's going on here. Still says upcoming. I'm showing 4:59. Viking Jerome hyping up them M&Ms in the chat. Sheila says that it was her husband's deal that was buffering, not mine. Yeah, I'm not showing any issues on our end right now, Sheila. Knock on wood. Knock on wood, that's for sure. Well, we got 19 Berzerkers in the chat as this bad boy is about to get started. As I mentioned, we will take you to the stat screen as the play-by-play is going on, just like we do for our Dodgers telecast. So we got some dark chocolate fans, Kit Kat fans, M&M fans. I always liked a good Snickers bar, y'all. And you can't go wrong with Reese's Peanut Butter Cups either. All right, here we go. We are live. Let's listen in. Let's listen in. Oh, it took me so totally somewhere else. But hype for a little Vikings football here today, y'all. Come on now. Keeps taking me to the wrong screen, y'all.
Sides, just neaten this thing up a little bit. Didn't.
That was kind of making me mad. Okay, let's try another route. Let's try another route here. Keeps taking me to the stats page.
See a lot of that tonight, Paul.
Fans are flooding into U.S. Bank Stadium to root for K.J. Osborne, Mike Zimmer, and everybody else. It's the Vikings and Indianapolis Colts preseason game number 2 coming up next.
All right, so they're going to a quick commercial break there. Let me try to find the stats page. There we go. And for some reason, it's not letting me see the TV the way I want to. Watching for the Philippines. Skull. What's up, John Ramos Henderson? What's up, buddy? Are they really going to make me watch it on this little teeny screen here? This is ridiculous. Maybe because the game hasn't really started yet. That's all I'm guessing. What's up, Dos Muchos? Comes in hyping the Jaguar Nation. Viking Jerome says Dakota Dozier better get his stuff together. Zen fan got him a lot of chocolate. You go to a lot of festivals, don't you, buddy? I think it's just because the game hasn't started that it won't let me get to the view that I want. It's funny how it worked for everything else, but now this one it won't work for it. Hey, what's up, FJ the King? What's up, buddy? Tim's trying to watch the show from Jersey. Right on. Man, I'm telling you, if you guys don't give me this feed, I'm going to get flipping mad.
The Minnesota Vikings and Indianapolis Colts are about to do battle. It's the second preseason game.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
For the Minnesota Vikings.
Viking Jerome, I mean, I guess don't be annoying with it, but no doubt I cuss all the time on here. No doubt I cuss all the time on here. Yeah, they sure did, FJ. They just blew it at the end there, didn't they? Oh, this is making me angry, y'all. This is making me angry. It literally worked for every other game, but now it's not showing the Viking game. I hated it, Dos Muchos. I hated those City Connect jerseys. Absolutely hated them. Not going to lie. All right, all it can be is it must be because the game hasn't started yet. Brandon Walker checks in and says, "Go Vikings" from North Carolina. Shout out to you, Mr. Walker. Yep, only 1.5 behind, FJ. They're moving. They're moving up. But no, I was not a fan of the City Connect jerseys. That was not my jam, y'all. Viking Jerome says, "I'm 61. It's hard to change my cussing habits." I feel you, man. All right, here we go. Here we go. Finally, success. Let's get to it.
Rodgers 2 yards deep in the end zone. He comes out to the 15.
All right, kicked off to the Colts, and it's returned out to about the 30-yard line.
And the Indianapolis Colts will take to the field.
All right, let's go to our stat screen, y'all. We're going to change this pregame thing to first quarter.
Carson Wentz by way of North Dakota State University. He has an injured foot and won't play until at least middle of the season. Marlon Mack is the tailback for the Indianapolis Colts. There is rookie Sam Ehlinger. He's 22 years of age, 6th-round pick, 2021. Eric Kendricks is one of 2.
All right, so Vikings on defense to start this one. Ball's handed off. A long pass on the left side there, almost picked off.
And there are no flags on the play.
Nick Vigil in coverage there. Probably this week, FJ.
Mo Alley Cox, you would have thought he was Dallas Clark in the second game of the regular season.
All right, y'all, this is where you tell me if I need to turn up some volume somewhere or turn something down.
The best game of his career.
Yeah, hit that like. Let's get, if we get 100 likes, I heard a rumor that if we get 100 likes, the Vikings will win. 2nd and 10 here, 14:49 remaining in the first. Handoff up the middle. Marlon Mack gains about 2 or 3. The fun stuff says I could. Okay, turn up the game audio louder.
Michael Pierce and Dalvin Tomlinson, and really
okay, how's that fun stuff?
Pushing the center back into the backfield. You have the blitz from the safety off the front side, and it makes.
What's up, Javi on Jupiter? No, I don't remember yet.
DJ Wanham time to make the tackle. Now you're 3rd and 7-ish. You have an opportunity to blitz on 3rd down, so the Vikings need to get off the field here.
All right, 3rd and 8 here. 3rd and 8.
He's corner number 21. Chris Boyd.
Vikings have pressure on the line. Shotgun.
Is the tailback on 3rd
dumped
down.
Off to the right here. The Vikes close in on it.
Turns it up right side. 4th-year Old Dominion and stopped by a host of Vikings. So
let's go. 3 and out. 3 and out for the Colts.
A 3 and out that was desperately needed.
Oh, absolutely, and you know,
good to go. All right, guys, appreciate it.
Receiver screen on 3rd and 7, but you know, Paul, the intensity is the part that was lacking a week ago with that second team defense.
All right, Abdullah back to return the kick for the Vikes. I forgot to move the football, but now we'll just put it over there.
Abdullah to return the punch from
punts away.
Sanchez. No score, first quarter, U.S. Bank Stadium.
Abdullah catches it about the 18 and is tackled immediately.
About the 17, and he stopped at about the 18-yard line. Now, Mike Zimmer, head coach of the Minnesota Vikings, has never lost back-to-back.
Yeah, FJ, I'm in 2 leagues. We've finished the draft in both of them. Both of the leagues I play in are dynasty leagues.
Maybe a quarter and change in his 10th year for Michigan.
Kirk Cousins in at quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings.
Kirk has thrown 3 or more touchdowns in a game. Did it last season 8
Second in
times.
Vikings history with 35 touchdown passes in a season.
At Indy, conversely, he had the worst game of his career. 11 of 26, 113, no touchdowns, 3 picks, passer rating of 15. Final 10 games of the season for our quarterback.
13-16 remaining here in the first. Ball snapped. Cousins looks, dumps it over the middle to Madison, who gains about 5.
Caught at about the 25, 26-yard line by Alexander Madison. Dalvin Cook will not play tonight, likewise for Justin Jefferson and Danielle Hunter defensively as Cousins with his first offensive line.
All right, Cousins under center here, I formation. Fakes the handoff.
In front of him, flag on the play.
Throws it to Madison here on the left. Madison gains about 8 for a first down, but we do have a flag on the play.
For the Colts was Zaire Franklin, 4th-year Syracuse, gain of 11, pending penalty.
Well, Dalvin Cook's on the sideline. He's saying it's going to be holding against the Indianapolis Colts. I think Thielen was held on that deep crossing route.
Quarterback in the pocket, illegal contact. Number 17, defense.
All right, on the defense. On the defense, ladies and gentlemen. So that's a Minnesota Viking. First down, ladies and gentlemen. Minnesota Viking, first down.
First-round pick Christian Darrisaw still not practicing much due to a groin injury.
Hey, what's up, Brian? Hit zone.
Barry Oliudo in his third year from Elon.
There you go, Zen fan.
Next to him.
Put that flag in the chat when there's a first down, everybody.
Vikings offensive line when they head to Cincinnati. 1st and 10, Minnesota, first quarter. I formation behind Kirk. Handoff Amir.
All right, handoff to Abdullah up the middle. Gains a little bit there.
38, it's a gain of just a couple. But this Minnesota moving company, Sans Darrisaw, the rookie Wyatt Davis, Big Ten Offensive Lineman of the Year.
We carry players over from year to year, FJ, so you keep a lot of your roster
Well, I do think
from
that,
year to
like I
year,
said,
and then
every day that
when you
goes
have your
by,
draft,
this
it's
is
pretty
most
much just
likely
the
gonna be
rookies that
crew
came out.
That's going to start the season as we have C.J. Ham doesn't know if he's in or out. This
44 up in here. Welcome to Valhalla
Sports
Sports Talk's coverage of Minnesota Vikings football. For the Vikings fan, by a Vikings fanatic.
He's been around for a little bit of time.
Single setback here. Cousins brings a receiver in motion. It's handed off on a jet sweep. Abdullah gains about 5.
Turns it up in front of his bench for a gain of right around 5. So it'll be third down for the Vikings, who got a first down. Indy went 3 and out.
Oh, yeah.
Adam
It's
Thielen
fun,
was
FJ.
checking into the game. Amir Abdullah lined up several times at that wide receiver spot in the Denver game.
Yeah, they did, Brian. Hit zone 9 in a row for them Dodgers. Of course, the Giants found that lucky horseshoe again in the 9th inning against the A's. 3rd and 3 here for the Vikings. 11-14 remaining in the first quarter. 0-0.
Had his best season. 113 catches,
Cousins in the shotgun.
yards, third down.
Throws it over the
Cousins
middle.
over the middle to
Intended for
Thielen.
Thielen. Incomplete.
Batted away, no flags atop the Norseman logo. So the Vikings get a first down. Britton Colquitt, who had a rough game against Denver, he's into punt.
And Adam Thielen's kind
So
of walking
Colquitt
off the
on to
field
punt for
gingerly,
Minnesota.
So that's not a good sign either. But extra tight end.
Two different leagues, FJ, so I got a number of them. One league is very deep, meaning you're drafting, second and third string guys. But I got Chuba Hubbard in that one. In the other one, this is actually the first year I didn't draft any Vikings in either league. The first time in 25 years. Ball snap, punts away.
Punch to running back Nyheim Hines.
Hines catches it, dodges a Viking, gets to the middle, brings it past the 25.
But he stopped at the 28. No score from U.S. Bank Stadium between the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings. It's the second preseason game. It's Vikings football.
All right, so we're headed to a commercial, ladies and gentlemen, headed to a commercial. We'll move that football over to the Colts side. Javion Jupiter, I'm watching the game today on NFL.com's Game Pass. Oh, yeah, it's a lot of studying, FJ. Those are the one league is, there's like 20, oh, hell, there's like 24, 28 teams in it, 2 conferences. Did I get any Seahawks? I think I closed those out. I do have Metcalf in one of my leagues. Raymond Hoagland checks in, says, Skull Valhalla. What's up, buddy? How you doing? What is up? How are you doing, sir? All right, let's get back to this. Yeah, he was, Viking Jerome. He didn't hesitate to cuss, did he? Oh, it's a huge amount of money, FJ. Charles Gullickson, welcome to the Berzerkers. General Thor, we proud, sir. Fun Stuff says Tarkington versus Unitas would be an exciting game, except it's Wentz versus Cousin. Well, Wentz is hurt, so it won't be Wentz. Rian Day Aguilar says, go Vikings, Skull. Skull to you, sir. S.A. Mofo says, my fantasy leagues start next week. You mean your drafts are next week? Azur says the Bears and Lions look terrible, but still hoping to split. Raymond says, good to hear you again. Good to see you back, Raymond.
Minnesota Vikings football is
What's
on
up,
the
amazing
Vikings
stuff?
Entertainment Network. No score from US Bank Stadium.
Hey, if you guys know any Vikings fans, share this out on your social media. Let's get some folks up in here.
You can interact with us via
Gotcha,
broadcast.
SA.
Use the hashtag Minnesocial. And tonight we ask fans, what's the most intriguing position battle you're watching this
So
evening?
SA Mofo
Tweet
must be
us
crazy
using the
Mofo.
hashtag
Let's see, you got a mod, Rich.
Minnesocial.
All right, here we go. First
Sam
and 10.
Ellinger
Ellinger gets the
Texas,
snap.
out of the shotgun, takes the snap, pressure.
Vikings get pressure in his face, but he escapes to the left.
Ellinger can run.
Flag
without,
on the play.
and he sprints to his bench for what's very close to a Colts first down. Once again, a flag came from the outset of this play. The run is about 10 yards.
Yeah, hit the
Ellinger
thumbs
ran
up.
for 33 touchdowns while at Texas.
Illegal use of the hands to the face. Number 29, defense. 5 yards of the
All right, penalty on the Vikings, so that first down will count.
First penalty goes the way of Chris Boyd. As we go to Ben Lieber to talk about that beef in the middle, they're both new, Michael Pierce and Dalvin Tomlinson.
Yeah, that's
Reham
right.
says,
One
go
of the
Vikings,
guys
let's
that
go.
he's acquired from the New York Giants.
You
Going
changed
into
your
his
name, huh?
fifth year. Unbelievable player. Everybody thinks that he's just a run stopper. Get this, he started every game of his
Ryan, we can't show the game, buddy. Violates copyright.
Stop the run.
Ball snap, thrown to the right here.
15 tackle for loss.
Pascal, I think it is, shakes the Viking defender and takes it almost to the first down marker.
He's a run stopper, getting TFLs and playing in the backfield the run game. He is a guy that's going to move around as a 3 technique and a nose guard over the center to rush the passer.
Now, do you, from the 3 technique...
No, Julian, wrong channel. Wrong channel, Mr. Cruz.
5 sacks for Tomlinson, is that a fair number or too high?
No, I think it's a fair number, and I also think that...
All right, so that it was a first down there. First and 10. 10 minutes remaining in the first.
When the sacks that he had as a New York Giant all came from the center, the nose tackle position.
Ball snapped, thrown to the left here.
On first down,
A gain of about 7.
Throws to his favorite target this evening.
Zach Pascal.
Zach Pascal with another reception. He had 629 yards and 5 TDs last year for the Colts. One of those touchdowns came week 2 against the Minnesota Vikings. Indianapolis with myriad
54 in the house, everybody. 54 up in here as Thor's army continues to grow.
46 games for the Longhorns, amassing 127 touchdowns, including 33 rushing. He was a 2-time team captain.
Second and 4. Ellinger in the shotgun with a running back to his right. Handoff.
In the first quarter,
Goes to the left slightly, and he's tackled right at about the line of scrimmage.
Right at that spot with Michael Pierce and Dalvin Tomlinson. Maybe they're trying to test our metal, Peter.
Right, and when you have 600 pounds standing, or over 600 pounds, close to 700 pounds, standing within a foot or 2 of each other, that's stout. And the guy that loves it, I think, the most.
All right, so that's going to bring up a third down.
Eric Kendricks had an outstanding
3rd and 1, ladies and gentlemen. 3rd and 1.
He should have an even better year against the run, being able to run sideline to sideline with those 2 big bodies up front. And third
Quarterback under center here with a single back. I believe that's Mack behind him.
Down. It's 3rd and 1 from the Vikings 38. It's scoreless. Ellinger.
Quarterback sneak. I don't think he got it. I don't think he got it.
Awaiting a response. Clay Martin says first down for the Indianapolis Colts.
Well, they're just going to move the chains, and this is, just a keeper. And I know for the Colts, they like Ellinger because of his athleticism.
No Dante Culpepper.
Jacob
Crazy
Eason
bofo.
is your stereotypical big, strong-arm quarterback. I think Ellinger
there you go, Vikings
has
row.
a little bit of a funky release, a little bit different, but he's athletic, and he's able to lead this team and did a good job last week. Got the start this week. Then outside of that first 3 and
I guess they got the first. What?
Vikings go nickel, outside corners.
I missed something there.
Patrick Peterson will
Ball
not play.
snapped.
Alexander's in the nickel.
Run to the left. Gain of about 2 by Hines.
For his catching, gets the run, angling to the left side, and he gains about 4 yards. 2nd and 6 midway through the first quarter. It's scoreless. The Vikings and Atlanta Falcons were the only teams week 1 to not score a touchdown. So now Jake Browning, well, he threw a pick 6 to Patrick Surtain II, but that doesn't count. Went into Kellen Mond. Cousins got a first
All
down.
right, so here we go. 2nd and 6 this is the down and distance shotgun for Ellinger. Handoff to Himes. He goes left, squirts through.
And he's wrapped up at about the 30-yard line and wrapped up around the ankles.
Gain of about 4.
Tackle for the Vikings, Miles Dorn, second-year safety from North Carolina, with Dorn, Metellus, and Cameron Bynum, the rookie from Cal. Big night for them tonight.
Yeah, we had a bit of a sneaky battle for that number 3 safety.
All right,
position.
3rd and 2.
Bynum, a corner in college.
3rd and 2.
Safety position, and Miles Dorn going into
Come on,
his second
defense.
year. His father played in the NFL for Oakland and St. Louis. So
come on,
he's
D
got
up.
in his blood, but the two of them are battling
Shotgun.
number 3 safety position.
Handoff on the option, going up the middle, and the Vikings defense stops it. Nice tackle by Lynch, number 48.
By Blake Lynch for no gain. So the Indianapolis Colts will go for a field goal.
King Yellowman up in here, up in here.
I don't know if anybody's worried about the quarterback, but the right defensive call at the right time. I mean, the preseason's not about schemes. It's not about, being fancy in that respect, but Lynch did a great job.
All right, so they're setting up for the 3 here for the field goal on a 4th and 1.
Rodrigo Blankenship to the east side.
Blankenship, formerly of Georgia, lines it up from the left hash mark. Kick is up.
Second-year Georgia products kick is good.
And the Colts draw first blood.
Colts strike first. They take a 3-0 lead with 6 minutes to go in the first quarter on the Minnesota Vikings Entertainment Network.
All righty, let's pause that audio there. Get to 7. And let me fix this number here. But how you doing in chat today? 3-zip. I think on that secondary screen I've got the numbers jacked up, don't I? So let's fix that real quick. Well, we are in the commercial break. A little technical difficulty as we get the new setup dialed in for the new season. Us YouTubers have a preseason as well, y'all. Kid Ziggy says, how old are you? I'm 53. Yes, they held it down there at the end there, Sheila. All right, so like I saw earlier, when we come back here, I don't hear the audio. Let me try to bring it back up. All right. I'm tempted to refresh it one more time. Let me refresh it one more time. There you go. Raiders Rams tonight. Raiders Rams tonight. Come on. Why does this thing not get going? All right, here we go. We're back at it.
Football on the Vikings Entertainment Network. Busy, hard
Rooster checks in, so special teams better pick it up as well. I agree, buddy.
Yeah, but we have the antioxidant vitamin C, and we're the official hard seltzer of the
I grew up in Los Angeles, Kid Ziggy. I grew up in L.A., was born in North Dakota, but we moved to Los Angeles when I was 3.
Deep for the Minnesota Vikings, Emir Smith-Marset, one of the great kick
All right, so let's
returners
move
in
this
the
ball
history of
over to the
Big Ten.
Minnesota
He's a
side there.
fifth-round rookie from Iowa, wears number 15. Average 28.7 kick return yards.
I became a Vikings fan in 1977. That was the last Super Bowl. That's the day I became a Vikings fan, when they played the Raiders in their last Super Bowl.
Big Ten history at 26-1.
My parents went to that game.
Smith-Marset walks up to it.
All right, kicks away. Return to the right. And he gets about to the 17.
Said Colt to the 21-yard line. And the Vikings go first.
Crazy Mofo said if I wasn't a Raiders fan, I'd pick the Vikings.
Indianapolis Colts, Peter, are operating their defense this evening without Matt Eberflus.
Viking Drone doesn't like the Rams' new uniforms.
COVID protocol Former Vikings
Charles says,
defensive
who's playing at
coordinator
Hunter's
Colin
spot there?
Williams, their safeties
I
coach,
didn't
he's
catch
calling
it.
the plays.
Yeah, you got to be ready, especially in this day and age with the COVID, and so you know.
All right, let's get to the stat screen.
Everyone expects everyone to keep it pretty simple.
Cousins still in the game, fakes the pitch.
Right. He'll roll out to the left, dump to Irv Smith Jr. at the 25. And Irv is
You didn't do nothing there, Irv. Get your ass back in the huddle. Do something before you start acting like a jackass.
Cousins sacked 18 times in the final 5 games last season.
58 Berzerkers up in here.
Tampa Bay, this Minnesota moving company. You keep Kirk upright, and he'll kill any defense in the NFL if protected the right way. It's one of the most
58 in the house. Make sure to check in, say hello if you're new to the channel, y'all. Ball snapped. Cousins rolls to his right. Throws it over the middle. Incomplete to Irv Smith. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 7.
Third-year corner from Temple.
Well, he had BB open, so I don't know if Al-Quadin Muhammad was the guy that it was in his face and made him unable to see, but he missed a wide open receiver, and Chad Beebe streaking across underneath or behind the submarine.
Fakes the pitch to Ham.
That's one of those
then
things
rolls out to the right on play action.
What's there,
and it wasn't even close really to Smith.
Vikings 0-1 on
Cousins in the shotgun here, running back to his right.
In the first quarter, Cousins out of the shotgun.
Gets the snap.
Short drop, looks left.
Throws it across the side here, checks it down. They're going to be short by about a yard. Dillon with the reception, number 86.
Gain of 6-ish, but they needed 7. So now we got a first down, then we're 3 and out, then we go 3 and out, and here comes Colquitt.
Well, you know, it's
all right, so Colquitt comes in. Colquitt has struggled in this preseason so far. Rodgers back for the Colts.
Cousins, you got to get rid of the football quickly, take what's there, and that way you don't have to deal with 3rd and long. So a poor decision in the pocket.
No, Thielen's playing Viking Jerome. Jefferson is not.
Cornerback by trade, one of their better cornerbacks. Second year from UMass.
Colquitt with the snap, punts it to his right.
Nice punt by Britton, floats high.
Comes down at the 20. Boom! Woo! Who's that? 41 for the Vikes, laid the wood. Chaz Surratt, the rookie, with the slobber knocker.
3-0 Colts. It's Minnesota Vikings football.
Woo! Little hit there, boys and girls. Little hit there. Super Random Red Fan says, "What's up, Valhalla? What's up, buddy?" Jared S says, "I'm scouting the Colts because I'm a Ravens fan and the Colts will be competing with us for a wild card spot." There you go. Little prediction action. "71 up in the chat. Welcome to the show. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. Give the video a like. Turn on the bell notifications so you know when Valhalla Sports Talk goes online. For the Viking fans, by an actual Vikings fanatic, y'all. We do these games every week during the NFL season." Joko Wild checks in, says, "What's up, bro? What's up, man?" FJ says the Ravens need a real QC and they'd be a Super Bowl contenders. QC. All right, let's listen in. So on this Game Pass deal, they don't really go to a commercial, really. They just kind of watch the field. But the Colts lead this one 3-0. And then the screen goes black. Let's see if it comes back on its own without me messing with it. Yeah, it did. It's blinking on and off. Not really well so far, Viking Jerome. They're getting pressure on us. We haven't been able to do much with it. So 4:29 remaining here in the first.
Hey,
Terry Richardson, welcome to the Berzerkers. General Thor will be proud.
Here's the Hy-Vee rookie spotlight. Peter It's Ohio State offensive lineman Wyatt Davis.
Yeah, Wyatt Davis, you know, two-time All-American. He was
Hot Take Hockey up in here. What's up, John? How you doing, buddy? How's your summer going, man?
He's a mauler in the classic sense. I mean, you see him knock down linebackers at the second level.
Rooster would like to see the Colts make a deep run in the AFC.
Side of the game, moving the feet, pass protecting. If he can do that, Paul,
all right, here we go.
Great chance of being a starting guard in the NFL.
3-0 Indianapolis Colts. Sam Ellinger.
Ellinger under center here. One running back behind him.
Second year from Washington.
Handoff goes to the left.
He's a veteran.
And he's not tackled until late. Gain of about 4 or 5.
25-yard line. Stephen Weatherly captures him after a 4-yard gain. Wyatt Davis was the Big Ten Offensive Lineman of the Year. Udo,
people talking smack to their buddies. Now worried that the Vikings are going to blow it today.
Well, I think that's going to be the hard spot.
Come on, man.
Out. But Dakota Dozier had a rough week last week, so if he moves himself.
All right, shotgun now for Ediger. He's got a running back to his left, 2 wide receivers right, 1 left. He looks to the right, thrown, bounce in the air, intercepted by the Vikes.
Heading to the 20-yard line.
Returned all the way for a Vikings touchdown, baby!
Minnesota Vikings first 2021 preseason touchdown. Goes the way Mike Zimmer has to like it. It's a defensive touchdown. It's Troy Dye for a team that had 0 defensive.
Troy Dye with the pick 6 for the Vikings.
Minnesota.
Well, and Troy Dye without the gloves on, the ball's actually tipped at the line of scrimmage. And
ball's tipped. He gets it at about the 30 and then follows a convoy into the end zone.
To pick the ball off. He's in the right place, the right time. Rashad Breeland in coverage all over the place. That is great team defense, Paul. It's not just one guy making a great play.
All right, here we go. Setting up for this extra point.
Breeland in great coverage. Troy Dye coming down with it and then making defense offense and scoring the touchdown.
Kick is up.
Joseph is our kicker.
Joseph with the extra point, and the Vikings take a 7-3 lead in this one. Let's change your score here, y'all. Let's go. Pick 6, baby. John says Skull. All right, Vikes says Chester Watkins. Skull Viking says Kofi Brown. That's what I'm talking about, says Raymond. Sometime this week, Super Random Reds fan, we'll see. Nathan says Skull, let's go Vikes. Rooster says a Mike Zimmer defense should be dominating a rookie quarterback. I agree with you. All right, I got the volume playing there. We'll see if it comes back. All right, there we go. So the Vikes getting prepped here to kick this one away. Let's go to our stat screen. We'll leave the football where it's at because Colts are about to get the ball back here. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I absolutely forgot. And bobblehead Francis is shook, ladies and gentlemen. He's shook. Just as a reminder for those of you that have never been in these streams before, bobblehead Francis was purchased for me at the Super Bowl the day that I became a Vikings fan. So he's a bobblehead from 1977. He doesn't even have a spring anymore. He's just got a nail that holds his head on. He's just got a little nail that holds his head on. But he can still be shook when the Vikings score. 3:45 remaining here in the first quarter. I don't know if he made the roster with that play there, Brian. We'll see, though. It didn't hurt his chances. It didn't hurt his chances, that's for damn sure. Yep, bobblehead Francis, Rooster. Francis Tarkington. On your overlay today.
Minnesota Vikings football, Vikings Entertainment Network. We lead 7-3. Linebacker Troy Dye, second year with a pick 6. One of the corners when the Vikings play Cincinnati week 1 on the road is that guy. He's Patrick.
They're showing Patrick Peterson, the free agent signing for the Vikings today. 8-time Pro Bowler, 3 times first team All-Pro, and the Vikings kick it away.
All-Pro. Boom, there's the kick over the head of the returner. Patrick Peterson, 28 interceptions, tied with
Douglas
Harrison
Lanier
Smith
checks in, says, how you doing? Go Vikings. What's up, man?
Active players.
Trey Peterson, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud. You're not related to Patrick, are you?
Tavares Jackson when he played for Seattle. Sam Bradford when he played for the Rams.
Well, you beat them and then you join them, I guess, right? I mean, 29 career if you count playoffs. Started all 154 games in Arizona. So you bring in a guy like him, you bring in a guy like Tomlinson, you're bringing in.
Come on, defense, let's do it again.
Him to not play in the preseason game.
There you go, Super Random Reds fan.
All right, he's
ball snap. Ellinger going deep on the right side here. Incomplete, but Ellinger paid the price on that one. He was popped.
Mike Zimmer, who never has lost back-to-back preseason.
He got freaking popped.
The Minnesota Vikings. How about this blitz from 4-5 Troy Dye?
Brian Malenky checks in, says, I love everything about this live feed. I couldn't get the game, and this is the next best thing. Thank you. You're welcome, buddy. You're welcome. That's why we do it. We're here every week, man, for Vikings football during the regular season. 2nd and 10 here for the Colts. Ball snap. It's dumped underneath to Nyheim Hines, who gets loose, gets the first down, and keeps running through the Vikings secondary.
Just outside the numbers, it's an 18-yard gain.
You heard it, 18-yard pickup.
Fourth year from North Carolina, averages 3.5 catches per game.
There you go, Colby. Shout out to Fran Tarkenton.
Well done on this screen, boys.
Yeah, especially with the wheel route.
88 up in here. Welcome to the show, everybody.
Out of there, and then you look at Troy Dye, and he had 2 great plays in a row. That's one where he needs to turn that thing
Welcome
back
to the show.
Help, so he's just a little bit late.
All right, so 1st and 10 now for the Colts. 3:02 remaining in the first quarter.
Missed tackle a week after he got lost on the KJ
Ball snapped.
80-yard TD. Play action
Fake to Himes. It's passed to a tight end, I believe. It goes up in the air. And they're going to make him pay, but he's going to gain about 9.
Catches it, gets stood up.
He gets caught in the air, and the Vikings were kind of gentle when they put him to the ground there.
First quarter, a Troy Dye pick 6 has given the Vikings a 7-3 lead.
There you go. Shout out to Thor.
They're really just running that run-and-shoot style.
For those of you that are new, Thor that everyone's talking about is my Labrador Retriever.
And as a corner, you move to safety. That's the question mark that you have.
Is he big enough? Kind of neutral, Joko Wild. Kind of neutral. Nothing. Hadn't done anything real special. Hadn't done anything real horrible either.
Ellinger, 5 of 8, pick 6.
Ellinger in the shotgun here.
Out of the shotgun, 2nd and short from the Vikings.
Ball snap.
Play action to
Fake to Himes. It's thrown over the middle to Pasquale, who was wide open. And they got another first down. They're moving at will against the Vikings defense this drive.
Miles Dorn, but still a catch of 12.
Well, a little RPO now out of Ellinger, and just reading that backside safety, backside linebacker sees that zone.
Pasquale running free through the middle there, makes the catch. Not a Viking within 5 yards of him.
Tackle by Miles Dorn. So the Colts get a fresh set of downs, and the defense is a little bit on their heels.
Clock still running, 1:34 remaining in the first. Ellinger under center this time with a single back behind him, 2 wide receivers right. Ball handed off. Hines goes left, gets the corner, and is forced out of bounds. Flag on the play.
Flag came in right as Hines went down. We're speculating, but he was pulled down from behind. It's a gain of 3.
Hey, we busted 100 in the chat, everybody. 100 up in here.
15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic. First down.
Yeah,
that's DJ Wanham, Peter.
Yeah, this is kind of an awareness issue, really, on that side of the football, because Blake Lynch, the linebacker.
So Wanham called for the penalty there. Everybody looking confused, like I didn't do nothing.
He's got to make sure, knowing that the blitz is coming from the opposite side, you cannot get blocked and you cannot let that running back get outside. And we're going to change.
He better get some good ideas, better than run, pass.
2 on the 1, and you know, these referees, it's preseason for them too. So,
okay,
here we go.
7-3 Vikes. Minute 7 and counting to go first quarter. Pascal in motion to the left, back to the right.
Quarterback under center here. Changing the play at the line.
22 years of age, 2 on the play clock. Sam.
Handoff going left. It's Hines again. This time he runs into Watts, who stops him after a gain of about 1 or 2.
Now we're seeing an effect of the crowd noise. I mean, you got a much better.
Brian Malenke said should be 25,000 in here. It's awesome. I appreciate it, Brian.
A little bit of a communication issue between the running back and the quarterback.
Yeah, if you haven't hit the like button, y'all, I heard a rumor that if we get 100 likes, the Vikings will win this game.
When this crowd gets up on their feet.
Ellinger in his preseason debut against Carolina, 10 of 15.
2nd and 7. Ellinger in the shotgun, running back to his right.
2nd and 7, Vikings 15-yard
Looks like they got 2 wide receivers right, 1 left, and a tight end. Handoff going left again. They seem to like that left side. Short gain.
Stopped. 13.
I've heard that he's okay, Brian, that Barr is okay. They're just keeping him out because it's the preseason.
Touchdown this preseason. It was a pick 6.
All right, so that's it for the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. That's it for the first quarter, and we're going to a commercial break. So let me update my graphics here. We'll go over to this screen first. Brian Malenke, welcome to the Berzerkers. General Thor will be proud. Who got the interception? Dye got the interception, Josh. Would you like to get Everson Griffin back? I'm kind of indifferent there. I thought he kind of shit the bed going out of town there. And I don't know. I kind of indifferent. I wouldn't be ecstatic if he came back, and I wouldn't be angry either, but whatever. If he helps the team, that's all I care about. I use Streamlabs OBS, Abdul. I use Streamlabs OBS, sir. All right, let's get back to it. So I appreciate you folks being patient with me here. Just kind of the preseason initial game of the season, the preseason test here kind of this Viking game. But we'll be here for every Vikings game this year here on Valhalla Sports Talk. We do them every game. The only one that might not be on is if I decide to go to the Vikings-Cardinals game in week 2. And then I'll do live streams from there just to say howdy. Your boy Anders says, favorite current Viking. My favorite current Viking? I would say Jefferson. I mean, like everybody else. All right, so 7-3 at the start of the second quarter. Colts threatening. There you go, Jameson. And have fun, buddy. We'll see you next time.
Did he say something before I told him?
What do you guys think, chat? Do you want Everson Griffin back on the Minnesota Vikings?
Mic'd up. By the way, I'm mic'd up, but don't say nothing crazy.
KJ Osborne mic'd up courtesy of Bose. Got a chance to see D.D. Westbrook in shoulder pads.
All right, here we go. Shotgun on a 3rd and 5.
Ellinger, Nyheim Hines to his left, couple of receivers right.
Ball snapped, thrown to the right, and it's incomplete.
The intended receiver and breaking it up, Bashad
Breeland, the newly signed corner, on the coverage there, breaks it up.
Receiver draft taken in the 2nd round. Couldn't bring it in here, Mr. Peter.
No, a great job by Bashad Breeland to just squeeze that slant route in front of him.
Brian says Everson will push a young guy off the roster. If he's playing at a very high level, then yes, but if not, I wouldn't want to lose a young player with potential. I'm with you, Brian.
Doing a great job.
Zen fan would like him back. Josh thinks he's hungry and will put in the work.
To the west side of U.S. Bank Stadium. Spot and
field goal kick was good.
Troy Dye 7, Colts kicker 6. It's Vikings football.
That was Panero that kicked that one, so I guess the Colts must have like a field goal kicker battle going on there. But they made it, so it's 6-7 now. Nathan says, similar to you, I'm good either way. Michael Moen, welcome to the Berzerkers, Mike. General Thor will be proud. Viking wants him back, or Viking Jerome wants him back because they can use him all over the defensive line. Joker's Wild is cool with Griff coming back. Peter says Vikings are the best. Kofi says goaltastic defense there. Angelo says that Griffin should retire as a Viking. He should have never been let go in the first place. Didn't he go on his own? Didn't he opt out on his own? I thought he was the one that opted out. All right, let's get back to the stat screens. I think the Colts are about to kick this bad boy back to the Vikings. Let's get the $1 million football over there on the right side in the hands of Mr. Francis Tarkington. Logan checks in, says, I'm a Colts fan. That's cool. Everybody's welcome. Zen fan thinks Everson learned a lesson. Favorite Vikings bench player? I think a lot of these guys that we drafted are going to be really interesting. The ones that were drafted in like the 4th round, that edge rusher that we picked up. Trish checks in, says, following from Florida, wish I could watch. David Dorr, welcome to the Berzerkers, sir. General Thor will be proud.
Welcome back to Minneapolis. It's Vikings football.
So 14:53 remaining in the second quarter, ladies and gentlemen. 7-6, Vikings lead it. They're going to take possession of the ball here. It'll be interesting to see if Cousins comes back into the game.
Clubs and the league are joining together to ensure access to opportunity is a
Brian says he did go on his own. He asked for too much money and then realized his value was about under what the Vikes were offering. Yeah, I kind of agree with you there, Brian. No, it's not on TV, Logan. It's on Game Pass on NFL.com. It's a pay service. I think you can get it for free, though, for a week. All right, the punt's away. Marsette's back there to retrieve it. He's got speed, y'all. He's got speed. One of our rookies. He gets to the right side. There you go. Takes it out to the 35 or 40 there. Let's go.
For that rookie, yeah. I mean, he's going to want to play wide receiver, but that may not happen initially. The better he can do on kick returns and special teams.
That's a name to remember for later in the season, Vikings fan. This guy has got nothing but speed.
His team is to be a returner, and then it's the number 3 wide receiver. And what I liked, the difference with last week and this
yeah,
week.
Surratt too, Taylor. You're right, buddy. Surratt had that huge stick earlier in the game. I don't know if you saw that, but he knocked the shit out of somebody on a punt. Destroyed a punt returner. I formation, handoff, up the middle. Abdullah, gain of about 9. Nice run.
Second and very short as we welcome Mike and Alexander Flores.
Cousins is still in the game for the Vikings at quarterback.
Virginia chapter of the Minnesota Vikings fan club. Also with ProFootballTalk.com.
David Dorr checks in, says Vikings fan in the UK here. Let's go Vikes. Let's go, David. Shout out to you, sir, and shout out to the United Kingdom.
Welcome to Minneapolis on a beautiful Saturday night. Your favorite team leads 7-6. Your favorite quarterback, Kirk
yeah, Chaz
Cousins,
Surratt, he's going to be exciting. I formation again, right up the middle again. Abdullah shakes a tackle and gains about 6. Another Minnesota Vikings first down.
Well, the Vikings offensive line's looking pretty good. Is Amir Abdullah getting up to that second level right
Mr. Predator, I'm watching it on Game Pass on NFL.com.
We saw this, Paul, all last year, that this offense, and when you want to throw the football, but that play action is there.
All right, single back formation. Cousins under center. He brings BB in motion. Vikings traveling from right to left on your TV screen. Handoff goes right.
Probably the final
I believe that was Abdullah again. He's going to gain about 4.
Handoff Amir Abdullah goes grinding to the right side.
No problem, Jehovah. No problem, man.
That's the talker on the offensive
124
line.
in the house.
Third year from Elon, drafted to be
124 up in here as Thor's army continues to grow.
But it seems this year the mental component has clicked with him, and he's playing faster.
He really is, and being next to Garrett Bradbury in between and Brian O'Neill. That's got to feel good for him as well. Brian O'Neill,
2nd and 4 is the down and distance with 13:01 remaining in the second.
Learn to drop that anchor.
Single back formation. Cousins under center brings a receiver in motion to his right. Hand off to Ham. Ham up the middle for another Minnesota Viking first down.
Offensive coordinator debuting this season calling plays. Goes with the Duluth by way of Augustana single set. And CJ comes through.
Now, what a great job on the double team by Oli Udoh and Brian O'Neill to really open that thing up. I mean, Garrett Bradbury gets pushed in the backfield a little bit, but the lane is there thanks to that double team at the point of attack.
Coffee says Kirk better do something. Kirk Cousins sacked on that play for a loss.
It is Pay.
And that takes him all the way out to the 40. Quiddy Pay on the stop there.
Quiddy Pay, we all knew about him coming out of the draft. And
Jared S. Valhalla, holla to Jared S. who just joined as a member here on the channel. Welcome to the channel membership gang.
You don't like to see
appreciate it, sir.
You want to see Darisaw in there, but for right now, Darisaw is
what's up, Andy?
Be on the field and
what is up, Andy? Again.
Offset eye right, Cousins from under center, straight drive.
Brian Livingston, CJ Ham thrown to the left short to Abdullah,
Then he held his jersey
and they get him. So it's going to be a 3rd and long here, as the Vikings looked like they had something going, but now we're facing 3rd and about 18.
About minus 10 yards right around there, so it's going to be 3rd and a bunch. Vikes lead 7-6 early in the second quarter.
Well, in the first
Poopy
couple
says
drives
fan.
offensively, they didn't want to run the football. And
no problem, Joke is wild. That's why I do it.
On the ground, you start moving the chains. And
I didn't catch who gave it up.
Offensively, so
whose fault it was, Jehovah.
To get rid of them, those things are drive killers, Paul.
3rd and 20. Cousins empty.
Quiddy Payne going to be a good one. Cousins in the shotgun, empty backfield.
Shotgun.
He's looking deep. Decides to run it to his left. He's got a linebacker closing in on him. Gets shoved out of bounds. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Far shy of the first down. So they're going to let Greg Joseph try a field goal of about 50 yards.
That's good for Joseph to get the opportunity to make
all right, so Vikes going to let Joseph come in here and try to kick this bad boy.
Slides himself right into the Gatorade container, so gets a little help on the way out, of bounds. But
4th and 11 is the down and distance. 10:42 clock running in the second.
Drop back passes, not what you want it to be. Early on, you had a lot of the bootlegs and those things there. The running game.
A long field goal attempt here for Joseph.
51-yard try left hash. Greg Joseph, 4th-year Florida Atlantic, career long 51 with Cleveland.
Snapped. Kick is up.
Joseph.
It's going to be wide right and short.
And he missed it. He missed it. 7-6 Vikings. Second quarter. It's Minnesota Vikings football.
All right, disappointing end to that drive, ladies and gentlemen. Disappointing end to that drive. 140 in the house. Jared S., I want to thank you again, sir, for joining the Valhalla Sports Talk memberships. Appreciate you, sir. But yeah, we are into the second quarter of this preseason matchup between the Vikings and the Colts from US Bank Stadium. Alma Jorgensen checks in, says, Skull to you. We need the defense to show up here, so what do you say? What do you say we get a little skull chant going for the defense? They had another kicker, Nathan. They cut him last week. Man. There we go. A little skull action, y'all. Danny Simpson checks in, says Dodgers fan checking up on Valhalla and his other love, the Vikings. What's up, Danny? How you doing, buddy? All right, let's listen in. Looks like we're about to get back to the action here. Colts would take over an excellent field position. 124 in the house.
Minnesota Vikings football, courtesy of the BEN. Let's go on with that.
El Mato checks in, says, let me hear that horn. We got one.
Podcast, #Minnesota. There it is. From Ad Trusty Rosas. Right guard battle between Udo and Davis should be fun to watch. I think the race is over.
Josh Carter, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor, we proud, sir. Welcome to the show.
No, and I would have to agree with you, and that's really not.
All right, let's get back to the stat screen here.
Tip of a cap to Oli Udo and how well he's playing.
So they're talking about the battle between Udo and Davis for the right guard position on the Vikes.
Put on the defensive tackle of the Colts. I mean, moving bodies.
Atlas Young says, this is my first time coming to this channel. What do you do? I do live sports streams. My teams are the Minnesota Vikings, Dodgers, Lakers, and LA Kings in hockey. Ball snapped by the Colts, a run to the right.
Jordan Wilkins, fourth-year Ole Miss.
Wilkins gains about 2 or 3.
Gets a couple outside the numbers. Be about 2nd and 7. Ben Lieber is on the sideline. Dalvin Tomlinson, Michael Pierce, Kendricks played. Breland, a familiar.
Yeah, Riley Patterson waved.
What'd you think?
They put him on the IR, Brian? Okay. They put Patterson on the IR, so he can come back in, what, 5 weeks? Shotgun here on 2nd and 7 for the Colts.
Not just on that interception, which he had tight coverage in that PB later on 3rd down.
Running back to the right, 2 wide receivers left. They go right. The ball's caught just short of the first, and the Vikings corners converge and stop him, I believe, just short of the first down.
Gain of about 7 yards. Michael Pittman Jr., second-round pick in 2020 from USC, 503 yards and a touchdown.
Atlas loves the Vikings.
2020 wide receiver draft that started.
Yeah,
with
probably Jehovah.
Then you got like Darnell Mooney in the 5th round, Chase Claypool.
You think that Bradbury is going to struggle? They gave him the first down, y'all. So it's 1st and 10, 9:08 clock running. They're at midfield.
But he'll be playing aplenty when the regular season
Ball
begins.
snapped, run up the middle.
For the Colts, 7-6
Tackled
Vikings.
after a gain of about 3.
And the handoff goes to Wilkins. Averages 4.9 yards per carry in limited action. Got about 5
3
yards.
weeks on the IR, huh? Okay.
J.J. Jefferson. Justin Jefferson.
Colfie's favorite hockey team is the Minnesota Wild.
LSU. Hasn't played in the preseason yet.
Glenn checks in. What's up, Glenn? Says huge shout out to all the whole Fours Army. Thanks for the stream, Valhalla. Go Vikes. Let's go.
Only going into his 2nd year. He's got to get out there and continue to sharpen the pencil.
The Vikings had a pick 6, Atlas. A pick 6 on defense.
So hopefully, this
short gain on a run up the middle there.
Chance to see the debut of Justin Jefferson, and you watch Adam Thielen coming out, and
I'm gonna probably do a video on Vikings season prediction.
You realize how thin we are at that
I haven't done that yet, so I'll probably put my prediction in there. I don't think so, Josh. I don't think Darisaw is going to be in there week 1. What do you think, chat?
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic, and I would have loved to have seen him come out here.
All right, a look at the sidelines. Jefferson and Dalvin Cook. DOD predicting 12-5 this season.
And just kind of let yourself know that this is a new season.
Shotgun, empty backfield for the Colts on a 3rd and 4. Thrown to the left here, caught. And that's going to be a first down. Wilkins with the reception.
On the back, Jordan Wilkins. Indianapolis Colts first down. It was Wilkins left flat.
126 in the house.
Recognizing what's in front of them, getting that football out as quickly as possible. And, Paul, you go back to Justin Jefferson. I think the difference with last year.
If you're going to play 5 yards off, you're going to give up those first downs on the quick outs.
About 3 weeks into the season, once he got his feet underneath him, really kind of had a
7:17 remaining here in the 2nd quarter. It's a 1st and 10 for the Colts at about the 38. Ball snapped, handoff going right. The running back trips up on his own feet.
First down, Benny LeMay, first full year from Charlotte.
And he's down after a gain of about 1.
His way to a couple of yards. DJ Wanham still in the game. Sheldon Richardson also.
Atlas says I subscribed. Appreciate it, Atlas.
Number 9, Sheldon Richardson. The intel
Appreciate
is
it.
wearing 9.
Hey, if you're a Viking fan, share this out on your social media. Let's get some more Viking fans up in here. For the Vikings fans, buy a Viking Fanatic.
7-6 Vikings.
Shotgun here on a 2nd and 8. Vikings showing some pressure on the right side here. Handoff going right. Wilkins gets loose and looks like he's got another Colts first down.
To the 27-yard line. Chaz Surratt, the rookie from North Carolina, touches him down. But it's a gain of 9, and these Indianapolis Colts, now granted it's a regular season game, but they ran for 161 on the Vikings last year, week 2.
Well, they did, and you watch what they're trying to do.
Kofi checks in, says, I say the Vikings are going to be 7-10. Wow.
Style to their game plan, and they pretty successfully, have accomplished that today. Just
Atlas has him a Thielen jersey and a hat. There you go.
Allows the running back to get to the second line.
Shotgun here. Handoff again. No, fake handoff. Ball's in the air. Intercepted by the Vikes. Down the ball's on the ground.
Minnesota Vikings.
I think the interception will count, but they could say it's incomplete.
Miles Dorn, second year North Carolina. It's like, I don't get many of these opportunities.
What do you think, Chat, if you're seeing the game?
Even though it's preseason, sir, please.
Now they're saying Armin Watts came down with it.
Yeah.
I thought Watts intercepted it and then funneled it when he got hit.
So it's going to be an interception, and the ball's going to be back in the hands of the Minnesota Vikings offense.
Yeah, Miles Dorn, Jordan Scott.
Rolling on the field is an interception.
Okay.
And then a fumble recovered by Minnesota. First down, timeout.
All right, so you heard it.
Some 2s and 3s making some plays.
We'll see if the Colts check that.
Troy Dye has a pick 6, the only touchdown in the game.
Pexy, welcome to the Berzerkers. General Thor, we proud.
Recovery, our ball on the Vikings Entertainment Network.
All right, so they're going to commercial. We'll see if the Colts challenge that, or it's the last 2 minutes of the half. It might be an automatic. All right, what did I miss here? Did I miss something in the chat? Pexy says 10-7 or 11-6 for the record. Skulltastic, says Colfie. There you go. Brian predicts 13-4. 11-6, as I mentioned. Wentz is hurt, Atlas. Wentz is hurt. He's not playing today. He might not play the opener. Nathan says, I feel like we might still have offensive line issues. I'm with you, Nathan. I'm still a little worried about that O-line. I'm still worried about the O-line. Brian says the defense making plays. Zimmer has to love that. Danny says defense looking good again. 12-5, says Atlas. So the Vikings should take over here unless they overturn it. They should take over with 5:45 remaining in the second quarter, leading this one 7-6. Yeah, let's do something on offense. I'm with Raymond. Jehovah says Vikings make the playoff every other year, and it's a playoff year. There you go. Viking Jerome says Zimmer's not going to be happy till the offense scores. I agree there. Vikings were one of only 2 teams that did not score in week 1 of the preseason.
Network, and join us at Commons Park outside US Bank Stadium September 26th.
Glenn says I'm going to share your stream here in Fargo, North Dakota. There you go, buddy.
By Miller Lite and iHeartMedia. Country music star
Glenn, you know I was born in North Dakota, right?
This year's show heading into the Vikings home opener versus Seattle. The event is free and open to the public. Game tickets are not required to attend the event. It's Dustin Lynch. Analyst Pete Bursich has all of his.
All right, Jake Browning in at quarterback for the Vikings.
Started the Denver disaster.
Ball snapped, handoff to the right, a pitch to the right, excuse me. Gain of a few there.
A couple of years on the Vikings practice squad. This is
Tanner wants to know who's at right guard right now.
10 for 31 yards, threw one right to Patrick Surtain.
Let me see, it might be that name you don't want to hear.
For a pick 6 in the Denver debut.
Yeah, I think for Browning, the main thing is.
Colby says we're definitely a playoff defense.
Get that ball, get that ball released and get it down the
field. If I can get a view here, I'll let you know here, Tanner.
Passes to the left, that is.
Happened too quick. Incomplete to the left.
Brandon Dillon.
Intended for Dillon.
Left boundary.
Donald Clark checks in, says, I'm a Viking fan. Let's go Vikings. Let's go.
During his Washington days,
Dozier, 78 at right guard, I believe.
In the history of said division. Then he had a rough surgery situation or a rough shoulder situation, and he's very happy to be here right now.
Well, he is, and that's a ball.
All right, shotgun for Browning here on a 3rd and 5. I get the ball on the wrong side of the screen here. Ball snapped. Browning
what you gonna do, Jake?
Tries to run it, and the Colts get to him and sack him.
And is taken down.
What the hell was that?
Indianapolis Colts. It is Al Quadin.
What the hell was that?
In his 5th year from the University of Miami, he's a Cane.
Yeah, rushing one-on-one with Zach Bailey.
That was a straight ass drive right there. Colt quit in to punt it.
Vikings offense, although we ran the ball well on 1st down, not being able to throw the football on 2nd and 3rd, and that's, you know, you look at Brandon Dillon, that would have been a catch and move the chain situation. You have to come down with those catches.
Colt quit. Right-footed punch.
Joker Wild said, shit, I won't be happy until they score 2. Ball punted away, comes down at about the 27, and he's tackled at the 30. So the Colts are going to have 4:22. The Vikings took no time off the clock on a 3 and out.
After a 48-yard punt by Skull Quit.
A straight ass drive.
Who is the longest tenured Minnesota Viking?
What do you think on that trivia question? Who's been on the Vikings the longest?
We have statistician David Koob. We have spotter Eric Nordquist, producer of 9 to Noon, KFAN. You boys get guesses too. Longest tenured Viking. Any ideas?
I have to say it's Harrison Smith right now.
Exactly, Brian.
Harry's getting closer, pushing the double-digit mark.
How come we all see it, but Zimmer don't?
Here, so I would say I have to go with him.
The answer
the longest tenure.
Quarterback change for the Colts. In now, Jacob Eason.
Handoff.
Jordan Wilkins.
Short game.
In fact, he gets minus yardage.
Oh, maybe lost a little.
2nd and about 13. Harry is Harry the Hitman. He was Harry the Pickman last year, leading the team in interceptions. And it's Harrison Smith with that headband and hair. Normally his hair is markedly shorter.
Yeah, and as the season, as his career grows longer, so does the hair, I guess. At his age, he's just lucky to still have it.
All right, he's going to bring up a 2nd and 13 with 3:46 clock running in the 2nd.
2020 started the Carolina game, preseason game 1, 15 of 21.
Ball snapped.
183, no TDs, no picks.
Thrown to the right here.
And it's caught, flags all over the
Someone out for the Vikes was just straight disrespectful. Threw this receiver down. Flag on the play.
Charleston, 7th round.
Oops, wrong button.
See what these flags are.
Hopefully we don't let the Colts off the hook, so to speak, in a 2nd and long situation.
Chris H checks in just to let us know the Vikings will never win a Super Bowl.
You know, that free 1st down.
So literally, Chris joined the channel just to talk shit. All right, that penalty on the offense. Offensive pass interference, a pick play.
A little bit of a pick route, and so you just got to be a little more discreet.
Interference, number 41 offense.
Okay.
That penalty's declined. It's 3rd down.
Vikings declined the penalty to make it a 3rd.
Decision.
Yeah, for Green, you got to be a little more subtle when you do.
Donald says, "I'm a Vikings fan. Let's go Vikings. Let's go."
Drop a shoulder into a linebacker.
Chris hasn't watched the Vikings since 1998.
Texas rookie finished 8 of 13, 90 yards, 2 interceptions.
All right, 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 here. Whistles.
One of the interceptions, the only touchdown of the game, it was Troy Dye with a pick 6 in the 1st quarter. And he got in from 33 out.
All right, some kind of a...
Man, the good news on the interceptions, it was
something going on here. I think they want the play clock pumped back up.
Right hash, this is where the ball will be placed. 3rd down.
Okay.
With Rashad Breeland getting in there, you had Armin Watts. Who
You think the punter's been there the longest?
And then the interception by
I'm thinking Barr.
Later on, a nice play.
Maybe
by
Smitty.
Cameron Bynum to get in there and squeeze that option route, and so.
All right, 3rd and 10, 3:04, clock running, shotgun, 1 running back. He's looking deep, throws it to the left here. Threw it over the head. I think that was Pasquale. No, Doolin. So incomplete.
5 receptions, 0 touchdowns in 26 games.
And I think the Colts will have to punt now.
You're
Rex checks in, says Skull, baby.
Difference in quarterbacks with Eason.
That's what we were talking about right there,
He's
Pete.
just so much bigger, stronger arm. I mean, this is
What's
really,
up,
No, I'm
Minnesota?
sorry to flip on you, man. But Cam Bynum, I mean, that's a first down.
Absolutely.
If Wentz, Phillip Rivers, Andrew Luck, somebody is throwing the ball.
No, you're absolutely right.
And
Ernest thinks we should have tried to give up Cousins for Aaron Rodgers.
3-out strong situation
Bonk.
and push himself over. So
I haven't seen enough of him to really have an opinion.
learning the position.
The punt's away. The Vikings get it. He tries to run it to the right, gets tackled at the 20. And the Vikings will take over with 2 minutes and 46 remaining in the second quarter.
Former Jacksonville Jaguar, still recovering from an injury, hasn't even taken part in training camp. Put on the shoulder pads, got up.
All right, Minnesota, appreciate it.
Game, but he's not. So the hope is.
What do you think of Mon so far and what you've seen, chat?
Touchdown in his first year with Jacksonville. I think it was 74 yards. The hope is when they get to Cincy, he'll be up to speed and ready
So
to go.
it's Harrison Smith, the longest tenured?
He started the game.
We'll see if they
and
answer.
Finished 5 of 7 for 23 yards. Jake Browning.
All right, so Browning in there here on a 1st and 10.
Bond, the Texas A&M rookie, plays in the second half.
Browning escapes to his right, looking deep. Throws it over the head of Marset.
Man, he had to do the moonwalk just to have a chance to get a hand on it. See, I mean, Jake went lights out in that TCU
Justin
Stadium
Fields,
game.
Nathan?
He's had some good moments in training camp, and I love the kid, but
Exactly.
even if it's a preseason game, when you got fans in here, and
We
the
had to move
pressure
up to
and
get
the
him,
lights
though,
are
right? We'd had to
it's just
trade up a
tougher
little
for
bit.
him.
It is, and once again, just holding on to the football a little too long. Smith Marset was wide open, and for a quarterback, you've got a receiver that was open, going to get you 5 or 6 yards at least on that play. You got to get rid of it.
Nicholas Mayer says Zimmer needs to practice on clock management.
Second offensive line's in. Browning throws right.
Incomplete to the right here, and it's already 3rd and 10.
Was held out.
Listen, if Zimmer hasn't figured out clock management, as long as he's been the coach of this team, he's never going to figure it out.
First-year corner from Coastal Carolina.
That's what I think about Zimmer's
Browning's
clock
misfiring
management.
right now. He's playing behind the second.
No,
offensive
Kleinsasser's
line,
still not on the team.
Randall, who had a fantastic game, according to some insiders with the Vikings against Denver. He's
I'm gonna
the
try
left
something
tackle.
here.
Mason Cole also played well in that game. The Vikings' run blocking in that Denver game was good on all levels. Dakota Dozier, the right guard. Wyatt Davis expected to play later.
Browning sacked, tries to throw it away. Wow, we just look like straight ass, y'all.
Hoisting the white flag, and now we punt 7-6 Vikings.
And that
We look like straight ass.
Jake Browning, and that's just making decisions at the top of the drop. And he had plenty of time. He had Amir Abdullah there for the check down, and you got to be smart with the football. But in this case, he decides to pull it down and tries to scramble. And
Colquitt going to punt from about the 2-yard line.
Coverage down the field, didn't read his check down and follow the process. And that's been kind of the thing with Browning, Paul, is as a backup, you have to be able to move the chains and at least get the first downs, and he hasn't been able to do that.
Doubles on each.
All right, punts away. It's going to come down at about the 33, fair caught, and that's where the Colts will take over with 2:22 remaining in the second quarter.
And off a bad game against Denver, at least according to Mike Zimmer in his post-game press conference, 46-yard punt there. So the Super Bowl winning
Colts come up to the line quickly.
Long time seems to be coming.
Yo, I'm not liking this camera today at all. I don't know what's going on. I can't get it to focus.
Troy Dye intercepted a tip pass from the arm of rookie Sam Ehlinger. Got in from 33 out. That's the only touchdown in the game. Greg Joseph, our new kicker, missed from 51.
All right, so they take over on about the 34. Eason in at quarterback from the shotgun, throws it over the middle, incomplete. A fastball goes right through the tight end's arms.
Kylan Granson, a rookie fourth-round pick for the Colts. You think Eason could have thrown that ball any harder?
Yeah, that's exactly right. He tries to sneak that thing in there.
Vikings 9-8, says Ralph.
At least a little bit of touch, and man, that was a fastball that Major League Baseball would want to take a look at.
Eason,
there you go. Hit the like, subscribe to the channel if you're new.
Debut. Stand 6'6".
Your home for Vikings football here on YouTube. Incomplete on a pass to the right.
Pass was a little low. He went back to Granson.
So on the football side here on Valhalla Sports Talk this year, we'll be doing select primetime games and all the Viking games. All while we're doing our Dodger streams during the Dodgers playoff run.
Every time there's a play being made or something happening, Troy Dye is somewhere near it. So nice coverage.
Jimmy says we need to tear it down and rebuild. Cousins is a loser.
Recovers and he's right there. despite the pass being incomplete. So 3rd and long.
3rd and 10 as both teams look horrible here in the second quarter. Stephen Matheny, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud. Thrown over the middle, almost picked off. Hand gets in there, defends it, and it's 4th and 10 as both teams exchange 3 and outs.
Back to retrieve the Indianapolis Colts punt, approaching the 2-minute warning.
I get Stephen Weatherly dropping out into the flat, and I think that's been a bit of a point of emphasis for this Vikings defense to get these defensive lines.
Ralph says, Val, 49ers autographed football on the way via FedEx. I've been waiting, dude.
Good job by the
Maybe they don't know where I'm at, Ralph. Maybe they don't know where my house is.
There's the punt.
Punts away.
Roberto Sanchez.
Fair caught at about the 12 by Abdullah. And the Vikings will take over with 2:01 remaining in the second.
To go in the first half. Each team with all 3 timeouts. That man, Troy Dye, the guy with the nice hair, 33-yard pick 6 off a tip. Only touchdown in the game. The Colts have made both their field goals. Greg Joseph.
Dennis says to think we could have drafted Mac Jones.
Let's get Jake Browning going with even just a little check down to
RM checks in, says there's only one nation. That's the Raider Nation.
Shotgun. Mason Cole, the center.
All right, it's Browning in there again. He's in the shotgun with a running back to his right, 2 wideouts left. Thrown to the right here to Abdullah, who gains a whopping 2 yards.
Let's go, Jake. 7-6 Minnesota, 2-minute warning. It's the Vikings Entertainment Network.
All right, so we're at the 2-minute warning, yo. At the 2-minute warning. Vikings will start off there with about a 2nd and 7, I believe. Brian says if we start 0-5 like last year, then coach and GM are gone. But come on, that's not going to happen. Have faith. Colby says Clint Kubiak needs to learn to make a passing game. RM says Garvey is an admitted Raider fan. I don't know about that. Minnesota says this offense is as lame as an old duck with one wing. I feel you. Matt K says I like how people say stuff about Cousins, but the defense was the problem last year. Some truth there. Some truth in that. The defense was more than a problem. The defense was straight ass booty. They were booty juice. 113 up in here. No, I'm down south from there, Ralph. Way down south by the Mexican border. Have I heard of Pristine Auction? No. All right, at halftime, y'all, we'll go around and look at these scores for these other games that are going on. Colts 0-17. Kofi says that's because of the passing game. RM says Doyers, baby.
Football further with NFL Game Pass.
I'm not sure what's going on here. I hope they didn't take me off my screen, but we'll see. Joker Wild says the real problem is the offensive game plan. What'd you think of them damn Giants today, RM? Lucky bastards. Giants again lose it going into the 9th and get a 2-run home run to go ahead and win that one late.
Network. That guy is KJ Osborne. He's wearing a mic.
I don't know, Josh. I don't know why they don't tell us more about Barr.
Come on. Go ahead, Blake. Go ahead. No!
All right, here we go. Let's go to the stat screen here. They've got the mic on KJ Osborne. That's what you're hearing. Brian says, truth be told, Dalvin Cook makes this offense work. He dictates everything. Passing game opens up off play action because of Dalvin. It's all about the check. Browning back to pass on a 2nd and 7. Throws it to the right here to number 40, who does not catch it, and it hits him right in the hands. Reese checks in, says, Skull.
But he's really tough, Kyle Hinton.
Well, the thing about him coming
no doubt, Matt.
a very small college in Washburn in Kansas was that
preseason is tough to watch. It's really tough to stream too.
He could really get out in space, use his
shotgun here for Browning on a 3rd and 7. He's got a running back to his left, 2 wideouts left, 2 right. Throws it over the middle. It's caught by number 12, BB, for a Minnesota Viking first down, ladies and gentlemen. Minnesota Viking first down. Clock running, 1:38. 1st and 10. Browning in the shotgun. Throws it over the middle again, taking what they give him. Abdullah gains about 5. Come on, Browning, move your ass. 1:22 clock running. I'm sure I don't have the timeouts correct. Both teams have all timeouts remaining.
Browning from Cole. Looks right.
Browning escapes the pocket, throws it. He's got a wide open BB, who's out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. Minnesota Vikings first down, ladies and gentlemen.
Going into this series, the Vikings only had about 13 yards of passing, and thanks to Chad Beebe and Browning,
both teams have all their timeouts remaining, y'all.
In this 2-minute situation when the Colts they have the defensive line.
Talking about clock management just a little while ago.
The pocket and took a big hit to deliver that first long pass to Beebe, and then on that second one keeps the play alive, scrambles, and
1:04 clock stopped here.
First down.
Empty backfield.
Ball in the 31.
Senna and Beebe left. Browning the way of Beebe, incomplete.
Thrown to the left, intended for Beebe, was thrown high.
Yard line, Chad.
That'll bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Played in 4 Super Bowls. Don Beebe is Buffalo Bills football immortality.
Oh, absolutely.
His son Chad won the game against Carolina last year after almost losing.
9 games, Glenn. 9-game win streak for the Dodgers. No problem, Tanner.
And it lets you know what the young man's all about. Now he's struggled with some injuries.
No problem, Matt K.
Off the field on and off over the last couple of years, but you know he's mentally
There you go,
tough.
Josh.
2nd and 10. Browning shot.
Browning back, looking to his left.
Passes left in.
Sails another one over Beebe's head.
Wide open. Chad Beebe near the boundary.
Going to bring up a 3rd and 10.
Odom, 4th-year backup corner from Central Arkansas. I mean, he was accounting.
I do, Sheila. I think the Dodgers are going to come back.
We heard this from Browning, especially about the picks.
They haven't had to. It's been incomplete passes. The clock keeps stopping.
Just a little bit. And in that case, again, Paul, you mentioned it earlier, the ball floated on.
So an important 3rd and 10 here.
You're not going to, at this level, you're not going to.
There's a long field goal from here.
On an out route. Than Beebe was on that last play.
Chad solo alone to the right, now joined by
shotgun here for Browning, running back to his right, double right formation. Ooh, almost gets in, thrown, incomplete. Tried to dump it off to the running back, but Browning got knocked hard from behind.
Couldn't bring it in, and the pressure was applied by
4th and 10 here.
Carey, first full year from San Jose State.
I think I saw.
Vikings are going to go for a long field goal here.
They're going to try the field goal.
Joseph already missed from 51. 49-yard try here. Greg Joseph was 2 of 2 in the Denver Broncos game. Played with the Cleveland Browns and Tennessee Titans. Won a Super Bowl.
All right, from the right hash mark.
With the Bucks last year. DePaula snap.
Kick is up.
Right-footed kick.
Right downtown. Bang!
49, and it's good.
Let's go.
It's a 10-6 lead for the Minnesota Vikings. Second preseason game meaningless to some. Might be some in the 702 right now really happy about that kick.
Well, it's a nice job by Browning to get us out of the shadow of our own goalpost, work our way down the field. A couple nice throws to Beebe. Left a little bit of meat on the bone with some incompletions late that should have been made and would have at least shortened the field goal or got the Vikings in the end zone for the first time in this preseason. So, Browning doing a little better.
All righty, 140 in the chat. 140 up in here, up in here. As Thor's Army continues to grow.
Got a pass to Beebe later on, scrambling, keeping things alive, but just a little bit of that inaccuracy, Paul, that we've seen and heard of from the coaching staff about Browning is going to come back to haunt him. So Kellen Mond will get his opportunity here soon, and it'll be very interesting to see what the
all right, so the Vikings going to kick it off here to the Colts, leading this one 10-6.
Michael Harris was deep for the Indianapolis.
Caught by the up man at about the 10, and he goes down at about the 22.
On a couple of hops, and that was Benny LeMay, the running back from Charlotte. 10-6 Minnesota. Indianapolis with all 3 timeouts. Jacob Eason at quarterback. Don't expect Mr. Wright to use many timeouts.
Give the kicker a shout out.
Get a nice little hit right out
there you go.
Here. Their offensive coordinators, Marcus Brady.
General Thor has joined me at my side here, ladies and gentlemen.
First time since 2014. The 2020 Indianapolis Colts, the 3rd team in NFL history to make the playoffs despite a...
All right, so shotgun formation, 1 running back right, 2 wide receivers right, 1 left as the Colts are going right to left on your TV screen. Ball's handed off, run up the middle, and a gain of about 1.
Post haste. Troy Dye with the interception touchdown.
Yeah, no lie, Nicholas. Glad he bounced back and hit that one after missing that one earlier.
You have to give some credit to Troy Dye. I mean, he's done a nice job when he's been put in there, being in the right spot, right place at the right time. You're in a 2-minute situation. You know.
Me too, Joka. Me too, man.
3 timeouts, so the run is not an impossibility. Been making a nice read.
10-6.
So, you know, Troy Dye cut his teeth a little bit on special teams. Got an opportunity later in the season to start and play quite a bit. And you just want to see these younger players.
Brian says, who do you think is the tougher opponent, the Broncos or the Colts? I think when we get into the regular season, the Broncos.
Out of the shotgun, 2nd and 8 from his own 29.
Shotgun here on a 2nd and 8.
Big rush by Armon Watts.
Oh, almost picked off. Almost picked off by the linebacker.
I mean, Troy Dye nearly had his 2nd interception.
Troy Dye, number 45, almost gets it.
For Indianapolis.
Wow, what a great play by Armon Watts, who, Paul, earlier on tipped the football that was intercepted. He does a great move. He's a big man. He's supposed to be a run stopper.
What's up, Billy Long? What's up, man?
You see Patrick Peterson on the sideline. And everyone's going, why doesn't he wear gloves? I don't care if he played hockey. He should, as a kid. Now he doesn't want to.
All right, 3rd and 8 now, 29 seconds. Shotgun, running back to the left, 2 wideouts right. Vikings apply the pressure. He's going to get to him. Throws it up and incomplete. Chased down from behind by number 98 of the Vikings.
6th-round pick in 2020.
DJ Wanham
in hot pursuit.
4th and 8, 22 seconds.
Echoes of last year at Green Bay, Paul, and DJ Wanham made that play to end the game.
So those of you that are in Minnesota, this game's on local TV, I would imagine, right?
We all know that Wanham's a good, solid pass rusher, and I think as a right defensive end, he may be the option on 3rd down. It's the running game that he's got.
All right, they're going to punt away to the Vikes here with 22 seconds remaining.
But heck of a pass rush, great speed from the defensive end.
Punts away. It's going to come down to Abdullah at the 24. He runs it to the left, right into Davis, number 29 of the Colts. 11 seconds. You think the Vikes just kneel down on it?
6-year safety from Maryland, unrestricted free agent pickup from the Pittsburgh.
What's up, Joss? What's up, buddy?
This could be Jake Browning's final 11 seconds this game, or maybe they start him in the 2nd half.
All right, Browning in there again
rookie
with 11 seconds remaining.
Expected to play extensively
Zen fans in Minnesota.
Mond played 2 quarters and 11.5 minutes.
How come the Lions uniforms look different this year? Thrown, long pass, caught by Osborne, just shy of the 40. Timeout, Minnesota.
Number 17.
Well, you go into this game without Justin Jefferson. You lose you lose Thielen after the first series. And again, we're looking for depth at wide receiver. And KJ Osborne, we expected to step up and be that number 3 guy. We've seen Chad Beebe do some great things tonight. Now,
I got you, Kofi.
That was probably one of Browning's
Zen fans says I've been waiting 45 years for a Super Bowl. I understand. 1977,
Stepped up and delivered the ball. You mentioned his arm and his shoulder issues earlier. That's why the footwork and the technique for a guy like Browning is so important. And when he's
Michael Swillig checks in, says Purple People Eaters. Let's go.
he can deliver a strike. He just has to keep those feet going in the right direction.
Caught a glimpse of Clint Kubiak, 34-year-old first-year offensive.
Browning with a running back to his right in the shotgun. Ball snapped. He looks left.
Caught by KJ.
Gets it to Osborne, who's going to be just short of the first.
Step in, close to the first down.
Clock down to 2. Vikings call another timeout, I believe.
Seconds, so we have 2 seconds left. All right, well, we talk about Browning's arm strength.
I'll get a chance to see it here. This is a Kyle Rudolph down right here, right? 2 seconds left to go.
Now you're in the alumni zone.
Well, we have Zach
Ryan
Davis,
says, quick out to the sideline, a field goal attempt. Come on.
You know, comes out of Central Missouri.
What about that free kick thing? When does that occur? That could happen at the end of the half, right? I want to see that one day.
You know, a jump ball down the field to somebody. Davidson would be probably the best choice.
I don't remember Viking cast. I thought the Vikings started on offense this year, or this game. I could be wrong, though.
Yep, as part of a
2nd and 1.
Formation to the right, 1 to the left. Final play of the first
flag.
Half. Flags.
Now Zach Bailey jumped off sides.
False start.
That's
Number
it.
65 offense. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Zach Bailey, second right tackle, 3rd-year South Carolina. Well, now you have 7 members of the Colts. 35.
All right, so it's Hail Mary time, y'all.
From the line of scrimmage. So what do? Cal Stanford?
Well, you could. I mean, that gives you that option. I mean, these are the the particular and the weird situations that you need to practice.
Browning
gets it.
Gets away from it. Floats left against his body.
Throws it long, deep for the end zone. Going to be about short.
7 yards shy of the end zone, and it may have been intercepted.
I think it was picked off. Incomplete.
First half. Troy Dye with a 33-yard pick 6. The only touchdown in the game. Greg Joseph made a field goal from 49.
All right, so we are at the half, y'all.
Minnesota. Final preseason home.
All right, so we are at the half. Vikings 10, Colts 6. Let's update our timeouts and the half thing here. And we'll get our timeouts back to correct. And we'll put on some music. Let me try to turn this up just a little bit. Alright, so 119 in the chat. I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'll be back with the second half action. We will also take a trip around the NFL to scores from the other games. I'll be right back, everybody. Alrighty, Matt K in the chat. Matt K in the chat says, trivia time. What Viking running back scored a 58-yard touchdown after losing one of his shoes? Who knows the answer to Matt K's trivia question? Hashtag in the chat with your answer. All right, let's take a trip around the NFL for scores in today's games. Right now, Baltimore leads Carolina by 3. 20-3. 20-3, Baltimore over Carolina. Miami, 30-10 over Atlanta, and they are in the red zone with 7:56 remaining in the fourth. Tennessee 20, Tampa Bay 3, 9:14 remaining in the third. Pittsburgh putting it to the Detroit Lions 23-0 with 1:06 remaining in the third. Our game, Minnesota 10, Indianapolis 6 at the half. Finals from this week in the preseason. New England 35-0 over Philadelphia. Washington defeated Cincinnati 17-13. Kansas City 17-10 over Arizona. Buffalo 41-15 over the Chicago Bears. And the Jets 23-14 over the Packers. So everybody in the Central has lost. DOD's guess is Robert Smith for the trivia question. Matt says ding, ding, ding. Yep, so the correct answer was Robert Smith. One of my all-time favorite Vikings, y'all. One of my all-time favorite Vikings. Zen fan, at least is honest, says I can't remember unless I cheat. And Joker came in late with Adrian Peterson, but he was wrong. 89 Berzerkers left in here at halftime here. 89 left in the house. Viking Jerome checks in, says Vikings haven't scored a touchdown in the preseason yet. No, they have not. No, they have not.
Get your crew ready to
Nah, joke a while. The answer was Robert Smith. I'm a little hungry, y'all. I'm ready for my dinner. What are you guys having for dinner out there in Valhalla Sports Talk land? I'm about to have me a hamburger and a bratwurst. All right, let's listen in. So everybody in the Central lost today. Packers, Bears, and Lions are losing bad. Anybody in the chat actually at the game? Let's take a look on the internets here, see what's going on. See what's going on the old internets. Anybody broadcasting preseason football besides me? Looks like our buddy Pete McDevitt show is broadcasting the Baltimore-Carolina game right now. But other than that, I don't see anybody else broadcasting. What do you think, chat? We're doing pretty good with our little 75 to 100 in the chat. Our buddy Rocha is in Vegas with the Sports Fury guys. And Sear from the 6 is broadcasting SummerSlam. A little wrestling on Sear from the 6 channel. How many likes we got on our video, Berzerkers? How many likes we got on today's stream? 66 likes, it looks like. Paul Krause, a Hall of Famer, leads the all-time leader in interceptions. Zen Fan had a turkey burger and some sweet potato fries. There you go. Norse God checks in, says this is a really boring game. Put in Mond. I think he's coming in. I think he'll be coming in the second half here. Looking at my feed here, the teams still are the teams are entering the field right now at US Bank Stadium. Paul Krause, the all-time leader in the NFL for interceptions, y'all. All-time leader. If you play Madden, you know who Paul Krause is because he's in the game every year. Norse God says Zimmer's too dumb and stubborn. Mon should be quarterback number 2. I think he probably will be sometime during the season. Rivals checks in, says, man, I wish Darisaw wasn't hurt. Me too, man. What a downer, you know? What a downer. You draft a guy number 1 overall and the guy doesn't even play. Doesn't even get any reps in the preseason, so you know he's not going to be ready for week 1. And then you got old Fields showing out for the Bears a little bit. I understand, Matt. I understand. You not everybody can be old like us, Matt. Not everybody can be old as dirt. All right, our first look at Mond.
This is A&M. Excited to see him in the second
Let's listen in.
Off his debut, ran 5 times for 25 yards. Cousins into Browning into...
Norse God says, I love your channel, by the way. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you joining us.
Second offensive line. However, after Mason Cole...
I can't even read the name Herschel Walker without getting a twitch.
From ASU.
The Cowboys won 3 Super Bowls because of that trade.
Only touchdown to Troy Dye, pick 6. Took place in the first quarter.
Brian comes to Zimmer's defense.
And the Vikings Radio Network. Here's Greg Coleman with the coach.
I mean, not to burst anyone's bubble, but if you watched more than 2 Viking streams, you know I'm not exactly a Team Zimmer fan.
What did you see? What did you like?
Yeah, I thought we did a nice job. You know, we had 5 starters out on
I mean, I wish him the best,
you know, I thought
but I don't like a lot of his methods.
Offensively, we're a little up and down, but you know, we moved the ball, ran the ball well. Got to make some contested catches.
What did you see on the defense? On the defensive side, you had to be happy with some of those things there.
Yeah, I thought we did a nice job.
Yeah, I'm ready whenever you are.
We had a couple plays he made. We had an interception for the touchdown, obviously. And then, you know, we started out not tackling as well as we would like to, so we got to make sure we can continue to clean that up.
Any concerns? What did you tell your guys? What should we look for in the second half?
Well, Kellen Mond's going to come out here in this third quarter, and he's going to start out here. So hopefully we'll.
So I've read that one thing that they've got with Mond is they're thinking that he does not process things quick enough, that he needs to act quicker.
Mike Zimmer, guys, a lot happier than he was last week. You're going to see Kellen Mond in the third quarter. Guys, back upstairs to you.
Yeah, Peter, how about that? Just a week later, think about Zimmer with Greg into the third quarter of the day.
There you go. Welcome to the club, Glenn.
I saw him smile.
Yeah, he did.
I think
a lot of that has to
skull chant going on at US Bank Stadium.
Alluded to, and Tomlinson and Pierce looking good up front. He mentioned
we can win with him, Dennis. We just can't. We got to get extremely lucky, I think, and not have it be a deal where he has to make a decision on challenging a penalty or clock management. I mean, by now he should be better at it.
That perk and play, so to speak, really.
The Vikings receive the ball. They're down it in the end zone, and we are into the second half of this game. Let me update my deal here.
Maybe Kellen Mond can fix that. Rookie from Texas A&M, third-round pick, first of 4 third-round picks for the Vikings.
That music probably won't fly on YouTube.
Total offense, passing yards, passing TDs, completions and attempts.
Buffering. Kevin Fix, welcome to the Berzerkers. General Thor will be proud.
2-point try to win 74-72 in 7 overtimes.
That's crazy.
All right, one of the mods take care of that, please.
College football player, and right now he has, I think, an unbelievable opportunity to move his name up the depth chart and become the number 2.
Mon fumbles the snap.
Do that by fumbling the snap. I mean, taking the snap from center is something that you just assume is easy to do, but
yeah, I'm with you, Rivals. I'm kind of concerned that we let Stefanski go.
You know, can become or get a little hairy, as we see on that last play. So
Mason Cole still in at center.
You know, you hope he could come in.
All right, thanks for taking care of that, whoever it was.
Lose 7, but hey, that play's over. Next play, let's.
There you go. Welcome back, Super Random Reds fan. 2nd and 17 here. Pitch. Run up the middle. This is Rose, who showed out last week, and a nice little gain there.
To the 32-yard line.
Rose showed out a little bit in last week's game.
A.J. Rose Jr. last week, by the way, 25 carries, 100 yards. 25 carries, the most in the history of Vikings football in a preseason game.
Yeah, A.J. Rose, you know, with Kane. All
right, what do we got down in distance here? 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. Mon in the shotgun, running back to his left. He brings the receiver towards the line. Ball snap. Mon looking, throws it over the middle, up high, incomplete. And the Vikings start the second half with a 3 and out.
When he's out there against the ones, is he going to have the type of burst that you need out of your running back?
Now, Kellen badly overthrew Wap Billier, who was open.
Yeah, there you go, Glenn.
So Mond, when he played
there you go.
2 quarters and 11.5 minutes,
they start catching up to you, buddy.
Had 3 days of padded training camp practice due to COVID protocol. This week, he had a full week of practice. Zimmer said his Monday and Tuesday.
All right, so the Vikings going to punt.
He's had since he donned the
Colquitt stands at about the 18. Punts away.
His punting's been markedly better this game than the Denver game.
It's going to come down at about the 18. Flag on the play. Returner comes to the near side here and is tackled at about the 20. But we do have a penalty flag on the field.
Tyler Vaughn's college free agent from UFC. From a UFC.
What's up, Kevin Fix? Skull to you, sir. Skull to you, sir.
Yeah, it wasn't too long
99
ago,
up in here.
UFC between USC, but nowadays Sunshine or UCF too. I mean, you got some
holding on the return team.
Schools down south, and that's one of the greatest things I love about the preseason is about half these guys on these rosters are from schools you know. The other half.
During the kick, holding, receiving team number 47. 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. First down, timeout.
All right, so the Colts will take over after giving up 10 yards there.
Kellen Mond went 3 and out. You saw it and heard it on the Vikings Entertainment Network.
All right, we are headed to a commercial, ladies and gentlemen, headed to a commercial. So they should start well in the end zone there. Zen fan. 99 in the house. It's time for the Vikings to bring the ship. Bring the ship to the shore. Dennis Paulson says the only way the Vikings are going to win a Super Bowl is if he buys the franchise and calls all the shots. How much money you got? How much money you got, Dennis? Are you about to buy him? How many? You got $1 billion? All right. Vikings cheerleaders in the end zone here as we're about to get back to the action. All right, I think I stopped the music too early because it got really quiet in here. Zen fan says, let's go. There seems like there's a gaggle of folks at one end of the... Oh, no, it's okay. I thought maybe someone might have been down hurt. It's a long commercial break here. But we've got a 10-6 score. Vikings in the lead with 13:31 remaining in the third quarter. The big news out of this game thus far is the Vikings still have yet to put a touchdown on the board as an offense.
Hey, welcome back to Vikings football on the Vikings Entertainment Network. That's the Minnesota Vikings skull line, a picture of game day entertainment. They, along with MinnesotaVikings.org, are remembering Rob Muller. Rob was part of the game day
98 Berzerkers in the chat.
1998. Instrumental in launching the skull line.
Hey, what's up, Madison Roach?
Very innovative, always helping the fan experience be tops in the league. Sadly, Rob died after a short illness this spring. The entire Vikings family remembers Rob for his positivity and his love for his family.
Yep. All right, from the 7 or 8, thrown to the left there. He's got some opening there, and he gains about 9. Jordan Thomas.
Unrestricted free agent from New England. And he gained right around 10, but he got enough for a first down.
All right, they're going to call it a first down.
You can see what the Colts like in Jacob Eason, Paul. I mean, he's a big body, strong arm, able to see down the field, and stands tall in the pocket. So
what's going on with our stat page there?
He's a good body to work with. They just got to get him a little bit more refined and get some more touch on that football.
A couple of receivers.
All right, let me fix that there. It's not updating.
Single set.
Sorry about that, y'all.
Second year Washington Huskies.
Handoff going up the middle. Met quickly by the Vikings defense for no gain. Loss of about 1.
It's a loss of 1 or thereabouts for Benny LeMay. The 2020 East-West Shrine Game offensive MVP.
Now another great play by Troy Dye. Just diagnoses the run and cuts in north and south.
We'll be doing a video for that, Brian Malenke. I'll do a video every week for predictions of all the games.
Game at linebacker. He's really, I think, built on everything he accomplished last year. So Troy Dye is definitely
all right.
To make this
2nd and 10, shotgun, running back to the left. Colts traveling left to right on your TV screen. Thrown to the left. Bam! Slobber knock. 29 of the Vikings. Boyd rings old dude's bell after a gain of about 3.
Yeah, great job by Chris Boyd, just diagnosing the play, seeing the route go to the outside.
Take a seat right there.
A couple nice plays
Woo!
this week against
What's up, King 03?
He's playing well tonight, and you can never have too many corners. Cameron Dantzler is obviously the number 3.
3rd and 7 here.
Now, we're number 4 corner right
3rd
now.
and 7.
So,
shotgun, running back to the left. 2 wide receivers right, 1 left.
And 7 for Indianapolis.
Ball snapped.
2 receivers left and right. Vikings rush.
Vikings get in on him. The ball's thrown behind the receiver. Incomplete. And it'll bring about 4th and 7, and the Colts will punt just like the Vikings did.
On Jacob Eason, that took him off his spot, and now Indianapolis trailing 10-6 will be punting. Jalen
Thank you,
COO. DJ Wanham, some of these guys are getting an opportunity.
That's it.
Coming from the inside.
All right, y'all. I know y'all like to see the food.
That's huge. It's the quickest.
Weird, I know, but I'm having me a little hamburger and a bratwurst with some Engelhofer sweet hot mustard.
You want to hear pressure? Backup statistician Gabe.
All right, ball's punted away. We got some buffering.
That's gonna be a hot mark.
Sorry about that, y'all. It'll come back in a sec.
Across the 40. What do we got here? Punt. Return of 16.
Nice return there by Smith Marset.
Gabe Henderson came through. It's Vikings football.
All right, here we go. Going to another commercial break. Minnesota says this offense is pathetically predictable. We got some people doing their predictions for week 1 there. Brian says that looks damn good, making me hungry. I'm starving, man. I am starving. But I'm telling you, this Engelhofer sweetened hot mustard, it's the bomb diggity, y'all. Engelhofer sweet and hot. Now see if I can call the game while I'm stuffing my face. Sam Joss says I can go for a burger right now. Can't you guys see I'm dwindling away to nothing here? I'm dwindling away. I'm so hungry. I don't think Dye will be a starter, King. Do you? Goose is asking where the fireball is. I'm going to have a beer after I eat this. All right, let's get back to it. Teams are back out on the field. Yeah, I do, Brian. They need to hook me up with some money. Oh, way cool, North God. Way cool that you're going to a game, man. Defiant Ty Oakley, welcome to the Berzerkers. General Thor, we proud. Because they spit all over the place. You bought a bucket of Fireball? Oh, at the gas station? That's funny, Goose. Tom says, don't get mustard on your shirt. No big deal. I'm just at home.
Mr. Eric Kendricks, thank you very much for joining us.
How much is a bucket of Fireball, Goose?
I know it's kind of a lot of bad when you look at the defense. Your season ended with injury, but every year, good or bad, you always learn something. What did you learn about yourself in this team at the end of last year?
Just the battle, you know. You can't give up. Obviously, a lot of things happen, a lot of things we couldn't control.
All right, here we go.
Just managing the things you can't
Mon
control.
under center.
Just fighting to the end.
Hands it off to the right, and the Colts are there. Rose gets tackled for a loss of about 2.
You get Daniil back. You as one of the leaders of this defense, what was the process to bring all these guys together and play as one?
That's the thing. We got to play. We got to practice. We got to play. We got to communicate.
Oh, $12.99?
We got to come out here and work.
So,
you know, once you get,
I mean, is it a bunch of little bottles in a bucket, or is it like an actual bucket with a siphon on it? What is it?
And then everything else falls.
Second and 12.
Well, I know you didn't have the full
Mon rolls out to the right after a fake handoff. Defender gets to him, and Mon decides to throw it out of bounds. Going to bring up a 3rd and 12.
Really well. There was some times where things went wrong, but people stepped up and made a play. So it was pretty good to see. Obviously, Dalvin and Mike did pretty well in front of me, I think.
Glenn says, big shout out to the executive assistant. No lie, dude. I'm a lucky man.
Some strong hands, doesn't he? He can really separate those arms.
Yeah, they're both
20, 50 milliliter bottles. So I got you, Goose.
Still pretty early playing with those guys.
I see those at the gas stations here. I wondered how much they were.
But what have you seen from those two guys, and how are they helping you out?
They're just workers, obviously, they're new here.
So if there's 20 of them,
I feel like for the organization, but
Mon back to pass, escapes the pocket, decides to try to run it, and gets chased down from behind. It'll bring up a 4th and about 7.
Play off each other and communicate even further.
All right, man. Much
So
appreciated.
20 shots, correct. At the gas station here, they have those little bottles, 10 for $10. So you got a deal.
The team in tackles 6 consecutive years, tying Chad Greenway and Scott Studwell for most in the history of the team. Didn't last
You got like
year
8 free ones, Goose.
But during Nacho Lieber's interview, I mean, there are a couple of times he's a rookie. I understand it's all new, Pete, but Kellen has to let that thing fly, man.
Yeah, he had a couple options on that last play between Chisena and Smith-Marset that would have all had moved the chains. So
Colquitt punts it.
Take a look at the picture.
It comes down at about the 11. The Vikings are there and tackle him at the 12.
11 and is stopped immediately. Zach Davidson, tight end, one of several Vikes. 0 return. 10-6 us. Vikings Entertainment Network.
All right, we're headed to another commercial, y'all. Headed to another commercial. Ryan says, Brian says, so 20 shots. And then Brian says, I need 2 full buckets to get hammered. Kofi says, all Mon does is run. He's got to let it go. He's got to let it run. You could drink 2 buckets worth of shots? 40 shots? No way. No way. I'd be in a coma. Dylan Rolson, welcome to the Berzerkers. General Thor, we proud. Yeah, how many punts does Colquitt have in this game? 8? He needed it because he was about to lose his job after last week. He was about to lose his job after last week. Jefferson, Dye, and Smith Marset on the sideline yucking it up. Kim Anderson checks in, says Skull from Texas. Skull to you, Kim. Skull. 10-6 Vikings with 9:35 remaining here in the third. Colts about to take over on offense. Down by 4. Brian says 43 shots to be exact. Hospital on the 44th.
Northland Ford Dealer scoreboard. 10-6 Vikings on the Vikings Entertainment Network. He's JJ, Justin Jefferson. It's the TCO health report. Left shoulder injury. Didn't play here against Denver. Not playing tonight.
All right, so Jefferson returned to practice this week.
I mean, if it's regular season or whatever, probably could
They expect he's ready to go.
But, he's JJ, Peter, and he's very special.
Oh, he is. And, we talked about his year and how it's going to be different from last year, not only with the fans in the stadium and everything else. He's not sneaking up on anyone, and a lot of defenses are going to have their eyes on him, so he's going to have to build upon what he did last year. And
I haven't seen Westbrook, Brian.
Handoff
going left.
First and 10, Indianapolis.
Gain of about 2.
It's a shotgun run for Benny LeMay of a couple of yards. Cam Dantzler, he started the second half as one of the corners. Played extensively in the first half, but Bashad Breeland and Chris Boyd.
Yeah, he didn't look very impressive in the second.
Also in for the Vikings, Ty Smith.
Yep, getting some reps.
Veteran corner from Towson. He wears number 5.
All right, 2nd and 7. Quarterback under center.
Indianapolis, 9 minutes to go, quarter 3. 10-6 Minnesota.
1 running back.
2 receivers right, 1
handoff right up the middle.
And
And he's taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
LeMay is caught around the ankles by Harrison Hand. He's the backup nickel to Mackenzie Alexander.
Nice job by Harrison Hand diagnosing the run.
Viking Jerome says, you're a good eater, Jeff. You make your mama proud.
It's a pretty tough spot to play.
I can't eat.
When you're a linebacker that's moved out in coverage, and you did a wonderful job reading that run pass option. We saw what Antoine Winfield did a decade ago or so, with just how good he was, and Harrison Hand doing a nice job stuffing the run.
3rd down for the Colts. 3rd and 6 from their own 17.
3rd down, thrown to the right here, and he gets the first down. Why do we always play off 5 yards?
Surratt late on the scene, catch and run of 8. Benny LeMay.
Well, Chaz Surratt doing a nice job on special teams earlier. And
1st and 2nd down, you play up a little bit, you get him in a 3rd and long, and then you back out all the way to the boundary. Ah, man, it pisses me off. 1st and 10 for the Colts.
Nice job disguising, but don't get caught with your pants around your ankles.
Absolutely. Midway through the third
quarterback under center here, single back, 2 wide receivers left, handoff faked. They throw it on a screen to the left there, and the big old tight end fights his way. Surratt takes him down after a gain of about 6.
The big number 30. It is a 6-yard gain by Farrod Green. College free agent, 20.
Yeah, he threw a lot of high ones in that second quarter, King. You're right.
Nice job.
Good observation, sir.
Force the receiver to cut back inside to all his help. I mean, if that play gets outside of Surratt, then it's going to be more than just 6 yards. So, Surratt is a quarterback, transition to the linebacker position in college.
Shotgun here on a 2nd and 3.
After he transition, he's a good football player.
On 2nd and 3.
They run it left, and they'll be just shy of the 1st, I believe.
Left side for just a couple of yards. Benny LeMay.
The linesman there is a female that she comes running in, marks the ball. I didn't notice her earlier.
6:45 and counting to go in the 3rd quarter. Kirk Cousins started for the Vikings.
Nah, we're not doing that, North Scott. I ain't got enough years left to be just going 1-16. We got to win this year.
Yards.
King03 says I'm subscribing. Appreciate you, King.
9 yards. Amir Abdullah, 35 yards, leading the Vikings in rushing. It's first down for the Colts from their own 34.
Under center here, first and 10.
Center, man in motion to the right.
Fake handoff. Looking deep. Goes deep over the middle. Caught.
And it's caught. And it's a long gain for the Indianapolis Colts. Desmond Patton, 6th-round pick in 2020, with a hit of 27 on 27. Cam Dantzler.
Well, Cam Dantzler just kind of losing coverage across the middle of the field. So the separation, too much separation, allows the Colts to move the.
It's always too early to tank. I hate tanking.
You want to keep moving in the same direction. You want to keep improving from last year.
Shotgun on first and 10 here.
There's been a couple times this year that he's let receivers
from about the 38. Handoff going left. And the Vikings say no, not today. Not today. Going to bring up a second.
And that was led by Chaz Surratt, the rookie 3rd-rounder from North Carolina, TFL of 3.
You're right. Great job by Hercules Matafa. And, when you look at Matafa, you know he's a great athlete, but he's a little bit undersized. But he did a great job on that tight end to collapse it in and spill that play on the outside.
Little too early here, Kofi. Little too early.
Go parallel to the line of scrimmage. That buys time, and a speedy linebacker like Chaz Surratt was right there to make.
We have the meat, says Brian.
13 from the Vikings 41. Eason out of the.
Eason back to pass. A little bit of pressure. Gets it dumped off to the left there.
Running back Benny LeMay.
They're going to get LeMay about 7 yards short of the first, I think.
Him after a gain of 6.
No.
So now we're 3rd and 7.
Maybe it's closer than I thought.
4:45 and counting to go in the 3rd quarter. Vikes lead 10-6.
Yeah, nice job by Jalen Holmes to get a little bit of pressure, make the quarterback get rid of it. And he's starting to draw the ire of not just the offensive line, but the running backs as well. So Jalen Holmes has made an impact in the pass rush area tonight.
Look out for this tight end, Jordan Thomas. On the
3rd and 7 is the down and distance. 4:22 clock running in the 3rd. Shotgun. Ball snapped, thrown to the right here. Vikings defense quickly in to make the tackle. Dantzler with the tackle. And it'll bring him up 4th and about 4.
He caught it, and Dantzler was right on it.
Nice play by Dantzler there. Closes in, form tackle, takes the offensive player down to the ground.
Keeps his eye on the quarterback and reads the release, steps up, and makes a great play. So Cameron Dantzler coming up with a big tackle on 3rd down.
Eddie Pinheiro hit a 31-yarder.
4th and 4. It looks like they're going to attempt a long field goal, 50-yard attempt.
Snap spot
from the right hash mark. Kick is up by Pinheiro. And it's good. Right downtown. Bang.
Got a spine tingler on the Northland Ford dealer scoreboard. 10-9 on Fox 9. And
alrighty, so we go to a commercial break here. Let me update the score real quick. Put it right between the uprights, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, let's not panic, Vikings fans. No need to panic just yet. Glenn says the NFC North is very winnable. Going to come down between the Vikes and the Packers. I agree. Hello, Thor. Hello, Thor. No, I'm good. Thank you. Douglas Hurd checks in and says the Vikings starting defense will give offenses plenty of reps. Time of possession will consume opponents. All right, let's get back to it. .337 left in the 3rd here. 10-9 Vikings. FJ, I had a burger and a brat. A burger and a brat, my man.
Welcome back to Vikings football, courtesy of the Vikings Entertainment Network. 10-9 Minnesota. Let's go to Ben Lieber with an MVP candidate. Ooh, that's Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, that's right. The MVP candidate and a recent Florida State grad. First of all, man, congratulations on the degree.
Yeah, good to go. Thank you.
A lot of hard work, a lot of long nights.
Dalvin Cook being interviewed.
So we had to get that out of the way. And
Viking Jerome says, "Come on, Jeff, down another dog."
You can put the books away and just hit the field. And only
maybe even in the later game, I won't do it.
Yeah, just focusing on ball and just locking in.
Mike Hawk checks in. What's up, Mike?
No more college assignments. So
Edmonds Enterprise in the house. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, congrats, man. Hard work pays off.
Yeah, they're not bringing in Kirk.
You recently said this offense, the sky's the limit. You guys have a new offensive coordinator. You lost Kyle Rudolph. What makes you so optimistic?
Yeah, the core of what we brought back from last year. You know, we got 8 back under the center. You know, that's our guy. Thielen, Jefferson, you got Irv stepping up, him and Conklin. Looking for that number 3, D.D. Westbrook, KJ Osborne. And just seeing guys compete every day. Just seeing that mindset of how we approach practice and meetings. You see a hungry offense, a hungry team. So, like I've been saying, the sky's the limit.
NSO girl, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud.
Every Sunday and every day.
But a big part of that is the offensive line. There's been a lot of moving pieces.
North God says the Vikings have a great roster starting-wise, but the depth just isn't there except for the D-line. Bless you.
I see whoever going there just know.
I'm having a good one, Edmonds. Hope you are too, man.
You know, if it's another guy.
Yeah, Green Bay lost today, Kim.
He come in, he's a 1.
Green Bay lost. Detroit's losing.
So just seeing those guys mixed up.
And Chicago got beat pretty bad too.
You don't see the drop off. You know, I'm confident whoever they put in there.
You know, last year that offensive line, this offense itself, led you to the most productive season you've ever had. Most yards, most touchdowns, most touches as well. What led to that level of durability for you?
Just by will.
All right, the kickoff goes out of bounds.
And like I said,
so the Vikings will start off with excellent field position here. 3:33 remaining in the third.
I put myself in game reps and meetings. I try to visualize game stuff. So just put myself in those game reps so I can get my O-line as much confidence.
127 in the house. I appreciate all of you for joining us here on Valhalla Sports Talk.
Thank you so much for your time and best of luck, dude.
Appreciate it.
Great job, Ben Lieber. Dalvin Cook is emerging as one of the best overall running backs in the history of the Vikings. I mean, Adrian is HOF, hit home runs from 75 better than any running back in the history of this team. Dalvin catches it better than him. Dalvin protects the passer better than him.
Yep.
And Dalvin runs pretty darn good.
He does.
What do you think about that argument? You think that Dalvin Cook is anywhere near Peterson as far as all-time best running back? Looked like a run to the right there for a short gain.
Kirk Cousins, he's going into his 10th season, but Dalvin Cook's really the guy. And you saw it last year going up to Justin Jefferson after plays and, you know, coaching guys up.
Were you timed out, Dodd? Did you put a bunch of caps or a bunch of emojis?
This Vikings offense, you don't hear him talk a lot, you know, off the field, but when he's on the field, he definitely steps up and leads this team.
2nd and 10 for the Kellen Mond-led Minnesota Vikings offense. I formation behind him, and from under center.
Handoff on 2nd and 10.
Rose Jr.
Tackled. Rose is tackled for a three-yard loss. So more of the same.
4th-year defensive lineman from Berzerkers, Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Now that was just an all-out, really, a blitz up the middle. So that was a bit of a jailbreak. The right defensive call at the right time.
I don't think Cook has done enough to be Adrian Peterson level.
I don't think we've moved the chains yet this half, Paul. So
all right, a 3rd and 15.
Get this first down.
Couple of receivers left, one right.
Mond in the shotgun, empty backfield, gets it, throws it in a check down, across the middle.
The first down, rookie to rookie, that goes to Davidson. And he stopped at the 46.
And another 3 and out for the Minnesota Vikings.
Into punt. We have yet to see all preseason Kellen Mond going a 5 or 7 step drop and air it out. I mean, like Chisena. He's like a 4-2 track.
So for those of you that watched the earlier game, you know the Bears got spanked. They got absolutely shellacked in that game earlier. But you tell me about the body language of Fields today while they were getting their asses kicked versus the body language of Mon just now while they were winning by 1.
Offensively yet this preseason.
Go ahead, Colquitt. Well done.
Colquitt punts it. It's fair caught at the 11, and the Colts will take over
Perfection to about the 12-yard line.
with a chance to take the lead in this one.
So the Vikings lead.
Yeah, that body language right there by Mond was not impressive. That was not impressive, y'all. Oh, he did get killed, John. He did get killed, but he still strutted around like he was the cat's meow. He's still got confidence in his abilities. Mon didn't show me anything there. All right, let's get back to it.
1st and 10 from his own 12. Minute and a half to go in quarter 3.
Handoff, going left.
Handoff to the left side.
Into the pile, gain of about 2.
Jackson got the carry for the Indianapolis Colts. Gain of about 3.
Now Kenny Willekes.
Brian says Fields is a winner. He's going to be very good, sadly.
You know, you see some of the same play calls for the Colts that you saw with Ellinger at quarterback. And
yeah, he did get the shit knocked out of him. No personal vendetta. Fields did get Wally mopped. He actually got popped. Shotgun here on a 2nd and 7. Thrown to the left.
Nickerson, the 3rd nickel inside. Pass to from Eason left. And they're going to say it's caught and running out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. After a gain of 5.
So I think it'll be a 3rd and short here.
Of the 1st down.
Oh, Paul, I don't think we're any closer per se in figuring out who's going to be that starting right defensive end. I still think Weatherly's the shoe-in.
This guy fumbled it out of bounds before the 1st down marker.
Put in some great things. DJ Wanham has done some good things. Jalen Holmes. I mean, the top 8 on our defensive line.
I think if it was today, I think they're going to make Browning the number 2, y'all. Throw over the middle, off of the receiver's hands, incomplete. Going to bring him up 4th and 2. And both teams are trading 3 and outs.
The first went to Troy Dye. He went to the end zone 1st quarter for the only touchdown of the game. 10-9 Vikings.
Well, what I've seen out of our corners.
Whoa, FJ, I know we didn't just type that you hope that Dalvin Cook tears his ACL.
These slant routes are challenging. Some of these underneath passes. You get those tips. If you had a safety behind that play, that would have been another interception. So our cornerbacks, Rashad Breeland.
That's not allowed up in here, FJ. That'll get you wrench taken. You get thrown out.
Jamming and challenging these wide receivers.
Amir Smith-Marsette.
Anyway, the punt's away.
Return opportunities, end over end.
Fair caught at the 35.
45-yard punt.
Now the Vikings will take over.
Rigoberto Sanchez.
Smith-Marsette talking smack to the Colts bench, I think.
Nearing the end of the 3rd quarter, Kellen Mond expected to play the rest of the way. And Wyatt Davis is in at right guard, supplanting Dakota Dozier. Minnesota, hashtag Minnesota, John Howard.
Well, I mean, if you had to rank them today, Brian, I think I would go Love. I mean, I would go Fields, Love, Mond, but that's today. It could change. Vikings handoff faked. Mond looking, holds on to it a long time, finally lets it go, and it's completed. Mond got nailed after he threw it. He hung on to it a long time, but finally lets it go, and it's caught by Smith-Marsette.
Come on, man, we're trying to get excited. And
penalty.
Cole Cabral, first-year Arizona State.
Holding on the Vikings center.
Now you just
God dang it.
Got a little edgy on the pass rush, and I'll tell you what though, Paul, that looked nice. I mean, Kellen Mond stepping up in the pocket.
No, I'm horrible at Warzone, King, but I have fun. I will, FJ. I saw it, buddy. Don't worry about it.
For Amir Smith-Marsette, Paul, he's done some great things as a punt returner. Now he's doing them as a receiver.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter, as you just heard.
All right, y'all. So that's the end of the 3rd. Oh, man. Finally a long pass, and it's called back by a holding penalty. called back by a hold. All right, put up the 4s in the chat, everybody. Put up the 4s in the chat. We are headed to the fourth quarter. Vikings leading at 10-9. All right, FJ. No problem, man. We'll move on. We'll move on. We have the ball still, King. That you don't change possession just because of the quarter, unless it's halftime. Yeah, Kevin Fix, Smith Marset. I think they keep talking about BB and Westbrook as the number 3 receiver, and I think that by about week 6, this Smith Marset's going to be the number 3. He has the Jets, y'all, and he has that it factor too, and he's got the confidence to back it up. No, it wasn't Dozier, Brian. I forget what name they said, but it was not Dozier that called for that holding. Nathan says, let's get some energy going in the fourth. All right, here we go. 10-9, start of the fourth quarter. Come on, Vikes.
Fourth quarter, U.S. Bank Stadium, 10-9. Minnesota.
All right, everybody,
Vikings
toast.
Vikings Entertainment Network. The schedule provided by U.S. Bank. Couple of road games, 3 in a row at home. Seahawks, Cleveland, and Detroit. Those games right there, very important, Peter.
Yeah, they are. And, you know, the one on, November 10th, October 10th is a big one. You had only one divisional game in those first 8.
Then you come out of the bye, and it starts to get grindy. At Baltimore, back.
All right, here we go. Mond under center here. One running back behind him.
Green Bay on the road in the penultimate when it's going to be cold in Wisconsin. That's courtesy of
handoff up the middle. That's Rose again.
A.J. Rose Jr.
Very little gain there.
The carry from the arm of Kellen Mond, the undrafted rookie from Kentucky, is able to grind his way for a couple of yards. So now off the penalty on Cabral, that'll make it 2nd and 18. Vikings at Kansas City Friday night. That is the final.
What do you guys think about, you're talking about older Viking quarterbacks that were here before? Ola Heineke in Washington, he's been pretty fun to watch.
High formation behind Kellen Mond.
Mond gets the snap, throws it over the middle, check down.
Backup fullback Vargas.
So we know Mond can throw the 5-yard over the middle check down like Cousins. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
You don't have too many linebackers biting on the play fake, although Mond has to do a little bit better job of selling that. So, getting under.
There was some talk this week about Teddy coming back as a backup. What do you think about that, chat?
Being under center and faking.
If you could have any of them, Keenum, Heineke, or Teddy, who would you want back as the backup? Shotgun here on 3rd and 12. Mond gets it. Pressure gets there immediately. Mond throws it. It's going to be a short gain of about 3. Chisena, the backup tight end. And the Vikings will punt again.
First down, Sue. Britton Colquitt in to punt yet again.
I got you, Bobby Beatty.
It's kind of self-inflicted in that respect, and getting having an opportunity to move the chain.
Teddy says, chat.
Smith Marset, and then you get the holding penalty, and then you have to claw your way back into it.
There you go, Kevin Fix.
They're not good enough and not explosive enough yet.
144. We're pushing 150 in the chat, y'all, in a preseason game.
Andrew DePaula snap.
Colquitt punts it away.
Holy cow. Britain came to play.
This thing comes down at the 12. Nobody tackles the guy, and he gets to about the 22.
20, so it's not another inside the 20 for Britton Colquitt. Tyler Vaughn's ruined that. 49-yard punt, 8-yard return, 10-9 Vikings. All
right, we're headed to another commercial, y'all. Headed to another commercial. Mike wants Kyle Sloter back. Sheila says on a scale from 1 to 10, rate the offense and defense for the day. Okay, my scale, 1, or with 10 being best, I would rate the defense a 6 and the offense a 4. There's my rankings. Not exactly impressed.
There was a run of quarterbacks at that point in the draft, wasn't there?
All right, and they took my game away, so I just had to bring it up again. This whole Game Pass thing is kind of weird. Sometimes it works right, and sometimes it don't. No Personal Vendetta says I definitely take Teddy, Heineke, and Keenum in that order. King says, well, that's because none of the veterans are playing. They played. Some of them did. Viking Jerome gives offense 1, defense an 8. That Rams-Raider game has started. Raiders already lead at 7-0. What do you think of the Rams' new uniforms, chat? I think if they would have not tried to do them fancy numbers. Why do we keep screwing up numbers? Hey, Alex Duran up in here. What's up, Alex? What's up?
Minnesota Vikings football back from the Vikings Entertainment Network. 10-9 Minnesota. Game and simulcast on.
All right, crowd at US Bank Stadium trying to get the Vikings defense hyped up if they've got the Colts down on the other end.
KFAN and the vast and ever expanding Minnesota Vikings radio network. And Jacob Eason stays in for the Indianapolis Colts. With Carson Wentz hurt, Eason and rookie
all right, Eason in the shotgun, running back to his left, trips right formation, ball's thrown over to the right there, and immediately tackled by number 39.
Inauspicious play by the Indianapolis Colts. And the receivers, Tyler Vaughn.
Viking Jerome not impressed with the Rams jerseys.
No chance to see that play. You got two receivers kind of running in the same spot. It's the preseason, you know, guys run
135. Alex, what do you think about San Francisco pulling another horseshoe out of their butt today and getting another home run in the 9th inning?
And Nickerson did a great job making a tackle. So our corners.
Shotgun here on a 2nd and 6. Ball snapped.
Get
him! Get him! He gets away.
Big guy rolls to the
thrown to the right. It'll be incomplete.
And he fires, and it's incomplete. Oh, we almost had a sack there, Peter.
Bringing up a 3rd and 6.
Yeah, we almost did. It was Willikis that getting in there.
Bringing up a 3rd and 6, y'all.
Underneath the tackle, and Paul, you're right. Eason, that's another thing that they like about it.
Oh, there's always one, Atlas Young. There's always one.
Was able to get around Willikis and
no, I'm a Dodger fan. All my other teams are Los Angeles except for the Vikes. I grew up in LA. My parents were Vikings fans. Shotgun here on the 3rd and 6. Running back to his right. Trips left. Thrown to the right, though. Incomplete. Fired through the hands of the receiver. And it's the Colts' turn to punt.
7th rounder, intended receiver.
We are, Alex. We are right up on him.
Flag here feels like it's going to go against us. Eason throws the ball too hard, man.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Pass interference on the defense.
So that's Dylan Maben's second year.
So that's going to give him a first down.
I mean, you played the game for many years, also played at Notre Dame, and you coached it.
There's always at least one, Mike. I usually get about 6.
Times, he does sit back and really.
Yeah, I don't like them numbers at all, DeAndre Riley. I like the old-fashioned numbers. I wish the Vikes never changed their numbers either. I don't like these floaty, floofy things. Ball snap. Thrown here to the tight end on the left. Incomplete. Nice play by one of the Vikings linebackers. Let me see if I can get his name.
With his ability to run the football,
something with a C, Conley.
going into the season without.
Yeah, I watched the last 3 innings, Chandler.
You look at Eason in that fastball. Falvey and Levine.
Yeah, no doubt. 60s or 70s Rams jerseys. That's all they had to do, man.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, it feels like 98 with a little slider. 2nd and 10 for Indianapolis. 4th quarter.
All right, shotgun here again.
Minnesota only touchdown. Troy Dye interception.
He's got some time. Throws it to the right.
Eason with a pass.
This one's caught by number 17.
The first down. Michael Strone.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and 1 for the Colts here.
Have been the 2 receivers receiving the Ravens.
Yeah, floofy.
From Colts training camp. Paris Campbell, 3rd-year Ohio State, along
floofy.
with Michael Pittman Jr., 2nd-year USC.
Hey, my virus protection's working, yo.
2 prominent receivers with T.Y. Hilton.
I think the Lakers are going to be good to go this year, mate.
But still, several receiving spots open.
I think them old men are going to show them young kids a thing or two, as long as we can stay healthy. Under center here on a 3rd and 1, single back formation. Eason sneaks it and easily gets the first down and loses his helmet.
And he can take that helmet from the logo and put it on because he lost his.
Now you mentioned Michael Straken. The wide
Yep,
receiver.
Lakers came from Minneapolis.
He's 6'5", 225 pounds, so he's a big.
Joke is wild. Grew up in Bellflower, California.
And a big target. You know, you're able.
Jordan says we need a big stop. We knew we need to stop him right here.
You're gonna, type plays, and when you're bigger.
142. We're pushing that 150 number in the chat. It looks like we did okay on the subscriber side today. I think we picked up like 30. So thank you to you out there in YouTube land. Ball snapped. Fake handoff, thrown to the left here, caught to a wide open receiver.
That had some wounded duck to it, but it was on time.
Thomas gains a nice gain on the play.
Mississippi State, unrestricted free agent from Belichick's team.
Sometime this week, Chandler. One of the days this week, probably.
I mean, it's a bit of an awareness issue.
Mike Hawk says, show him a thing or two about a thing or two. There you go.
A play fake.
Rick Simmons up in here. What's up, Rick?
You got to get yourself backwards. You got to backpedal and get behind and play everything deep to short. So Ty Smith just
no personal vendetta. It's not. The Lakers have quite a few championships in California.
9:53 and counting to go in the 2nd preseason game.
Handoff going right here on 2nd and 10, but the Vikings defense is there and is going to stop him for a short gain. Clock running here, 9:41. You feel like if the Colts could put 7 up here, they'll probably win this game.
His father, Deion Sr., was a 4-year running back at the Citadel. So you got Deion Sr., the Citadel.
Cowgirls are losing.
Jr., Duke. I don't want to mesh with them or match them in a spelling bee.
No, I mean, you know, it's...
Weathered Tails, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud. Shotgun on a 2nd and 8.
Eason.
Thrown here to the left.
Caught.
On a comeback.
Shy of the first down.
He's going to be shy. Going to bring up a 3rd and about 1.
So it'll be 3rd down and short after a catch of about 6 yards.
12 Larry O'Brien trophies for the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Getting pressure on the quarterback and Eason being able to hang in there, and the Vikings have been much more aggressive.
Honest Laker fan checks in. Says I'm a Lakers fan. Really?
Broncos, and so getting the opportunity to send the linebacker.
Abdul says if the Colts score 7 here, this thing's over.
And right now, Eason's been able to kind of.
They're at the 30. Inside the 30.
Empty backfield for Jacob.
Thrown to the right. Wide open receiver.
Run first down at the 20-yard line.
And the Colts are in the red zone.
So the Colts enter the red area. 1st and 10 from the Vikings 17. Eason, Patman, 13.
Now just a pretty simple slant route inside, and you know we saw Rashad Breeland make a great play.
Vikings playing off like 10 yards.
You know the twos are getting in there, and they just.
I think you would, Abdul. What do you think, man? What do you think, Abdul?
It's become such an important thing. At 3rd and 3, about 3 yards, you've got to be ready for a short, quick route.
1st and 10.
Midway through the 4th quarter, Vikes lead by 1. Colts threatening.
Run up the middle.
It's a gun run out of the shotgun. Grinding.
Gain of about 4.
Jackson right up the middle, down to the 11. Gain of about 6 yards. As a head coach,
Dodge repping those Vikings, Lakers, and Twins.
In a game like this where Cousins and Irv Smith Jr., Adam Thielen.
What do you think, Abdul? Do you go for 2? Go for it.
Cleveland, you had a bunch of
I'm with you.
starters
It's preseason. Why not?
play the first quarter. Now you're down to this portion of the depth chart. Like a head coach and or the coaches, how do they analyze this or break it down after a game, knowing a fair
152 in the chat. 152 up in here.
You get paid to coach.
Come on, Vikings.
Then you have to treat them.
Need some defense here. Need a big play.
Is to get the starters ready. And so that's what you really go into film to watch and learn. And then later on, when you have some of these younger guys like Chaz Surratt, who's in there right now, I think playing very, very well.
Zimmer talking to one of the officials about something.
Most of these guys that are on the field now, they're going to make
Hello,
their
Thor.
name in special teams, and so that's a very
General
very
Thor
important.
has joined me at the left here. I think he just ate his dinner.
On game day, then they've got to be ready for special teams.
Nordo, producer of 9 to Noon, KFAN. His favorite rookie just came in to replace Ryan Connolly, who had to leave. It's Tough Borland from Ohio State. I mean, you got to be good, A, to play at Ohio State, and B, to have the first name Tough. You better be good.
And his dad was a linebacker at Wisconsin, so it kind of runs in the family.
2nd and 4, Eason from under center.
Handoff going left here. Nice stop by the Vikes there.
Jackson heads to the left side. Might have gotten a yard. Big time 3rd down coming up for the Indianapolis Colts. Remember, Mike Zimmer.
3rd down here, 6:58.
The Minnesota Vikings in 2014.
In the 4th.
Never has lost back-to-back preseason games.
There you go. Someone in the chat just mentioned that. He's never lost back-to-back preseason games. That record in jeopardy here as the Colts are in field goal range already with 6:41 clock running.
That's something that's our job to know.
Under center, here's the quarterback, a bunch formation, single running back. Whistles.
Timeout. Indianapolis.
Timeout called by the Colts.
Calls a timeout.
Timeout called by the Colts, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what the timeout count is here. That's their first timeout. So let's update our deal here. Give me an idea, folks. Give me an idea in the chat. This is obviously the preseason here for Valhalla Sports Talk as well. Let us know what you thought of the telecast today. What do you think would improve it? What can I do to make a better show for you guys and gals?
Zimmer wanted him to, and thus the career birth of one Kevin Stefanski.
Well,
Luis Betancourt checks in. What's up, buddy?
You know, with coaching, it's definitely, you know, if you don't coach like you're on the hot seat every single day, then you're missing the boat. I mean, you're only as good as your last game, and unfortunately in the NFL.
All right, shotgun here for the Colts.
That's nice.
Comes into play.
They just showed Maya Shaka, side judge in this game, first African-American female official in the history of the NFL.
Incomplete to the left here.
Maya,
So the Colts will try to go up with a field goal here.
just had an adorable smile on her face.
Skull.
She is right there.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And
Let us hear more of the announcers. Well, thanks, pal.
Paul, it's preseason for them too, and
Zombia says, I just left the stadium.
It's hard to develop the
Oh, yeah, there's fans, Alex.
The game is so different. These guys only
Ring the bell. There you go. Purple and gold.
Format, and so preseason's
All right, here we go. The field goal attempt by the Colts from the left hash is up, and it's good.
US Bank Stadium, and it is good. And the Indianapolis Colts have taken a 12-10 lead. 6:22 to go in quarter number 4. Kellen Mond trying to rally our squad on the Vikings.
All right, Ken Mond, bring the squad back here to the win. That's what the Viking fans want to know. How did my 12 move there so far? Brian says we need more doggy cam. Dodd says, how about a free giveaway for those that answer the trivia question correctly? Norse God says, this is Mon's chance to shine. Douglas says, get a Viking horn. Do the flossing dance? Yeah, that ain't gonna happen either. All right, here we go. All right, looks like they're lined up, ready to go, just waiting for the whistle to end the TV timeout. All right, Chandler, we'll see you in the next one, buddy. They keep moving me to this Cowboys game, like I watch the Cowboys. All right, waiting for it to refresh, y'all. It keeps taking me to the Cowboy game. Why does it do that? Well, this is not good. All right, bear with me, y'all. It's really weird how it does this, though.
New addition to the Vikings this
All right,
season.
here we go.
4 years with the New York Giants. Now comes over to the Minnesota Vikings. First of all, congratulations. Welcome to the team. How did the first action after all these months of the offseason, how did it feel today?
It feels pretty good to be back.
Nicholas says offense still only 3 points. Zimmer's going to chew some booty.
And especially to have the fans out here, so it's great to be back.
I don't know who's on right now, really, Alex. There's not many people broadcasting. We could maybe go hit up Sear. He's doing the wrestling stream.
What's the discussion about your playing time here with the Vikings?
Does he really, Luis? Oh, that's why. I get you. I get you, Luis.
I'm playing a little bit of 4-on, just depending on the schematics and the formations we're going against. I may be playing some nose also. So just.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Come on, Mon. Show us something.
Michael Pierce comes back from the COVID situation, and you guys have just been paired together. You guys are kind of like steak and eggs. We can't talk about you.
Are we really going to do an interview at the end of the game?
You guys discussed sort of the goals that you
what are we
guys
doing?
have together for this season?
Yeah, you know, we're big.
Ball snap. Mon throws it to the right here.
And we have to be able to
short gain of about 2 to Zylstra.
Also, just get effective in the pass rush also, and affect the quarterback, even if it's just pushing the pocket or batting the ball down.
Well, one of the guys that came back to the Vikings is Sheldon Richardson, and he's kind of known as more of a pass rusher. You yourself are a pretty good pass rusher.
2nd and 8, 6:03, clock running in the 4th quarter. Vikings have 2 timeouts remaining. No, 3 timeouts, excuse me.
You know, just some of the techniques he uses.
2 timeouts for the Vikes remaining. Mond under center, 1 running back, trips left. Fake handoff. Looking deep, over the middle. Gets a receiver at midfield. 1st down for Mitchell, number 87.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Dalvin.
Minnesota Viking, 1st down.
Michael Pierce or whomever. 20-yard catch there by Myron Mitchell. Kellen Mond with a nice
little throw there.
Center of the field. Vikings trail 12-10. They have
179 in the chat.
20 to go in the game.
If you're new, hit the subscribe button. Give the video a like.
For better or for worse, whether people care or not, Mike Zimmer has never lost back.
Mon back to pass, steps up in the pocket, decides to run it up the middle, slides down about 4 yards short of a first. 5:03 clock running, going to bring up a 2nd and about 3.
Well, and Mon is able to step up and deliver a ball.
No, it ain't, Brian.
So.
No.
Great throw to
Tom Brady's still around.
I think what we've seen out of Browning and what we've seen the potential.
2nd and 5.
Kellen Mond has. I mean, I like to see him.
2nd and 5. 4:42 clock running.
This Friday night against the Kansas City Chiefs. It'd be a
single back.
week.
2 wideouts right, 1 left.
And really let us know what he can do.
3 receivers set, 2 to the right. Colts
handoff going left. Rose tries to get the edge and gets knocked hard down in a loss of about 2. Going to bring up a 3rd and about 6-7.
For the Indianapolis Colts on A.J. Rose, who's quite big. That was Curtis Bolton, 2nd-year Oklahoma. So now it is 3rd and 4 for the Vikings. About 4 minutes to go in the game.
He's right now he's out of the league, Alex. Peterson is out of the league. Nobody's picked him up for this season.
On in the game, and again, the question with
as far as I know, he hasn't retired though.
The top end speed, he definitely has the size, and let's face it, he's in a
shotgun here
to make this club.
on 3rd and 4. Rolls out, thrown, knocked away by the defender. They got to go here, don't they, or are they going to punt it, y'all?
Picked up from the Denver Broncos a couple of weeks ago. He was the intended receiver.
Vikings going to go for it here on 4th, I believe.
6'6", weighs 220 pounds. Opted out of his final season at Colorado State in 2020, so he's a rookie in 2021.
They got to get closer for a field goal.
Right at the beginning of the drive, when Dalvin Tomlinson was being interviewed by Ben Lieber, Shane Zylstra.
Yeah, they're huddled up here, Jordan. They're huddled up. They're going to go for it on a 4th and 4. 3:45 clock stopped here in the 4th on the incompletion.
Touchdowns. His brother Brandon might be watching right now. He's a wide receiver for the Carolina Panthers.
I think the Vikings just took a timeout.
And Shane was all-state at New London Spicer High School.
All right, so timeout.
3:45 to go, 12-10 Colts on the Vikings Entertainment Network.
Zimmer giving it to old Kubiak a little bit, so the Vikings are down to 1 timeout. Somehow I missed one of their timeouts. So let's correct that error. Luis says Peterson is done. Yeah, I think you're right, Brian. Peterson's hoping for that injury on one of the other teams so he can get another shot. I think with Peterson, it's really financial for him. I think he's broke. 177 in the house. All right, they're just showing the field. Both teams are on the field. Luis says that Peterson should convert to tight end and try out for the Jaguars. Is it just me or did the timeouts seem really long today? That Texans-Cowboy game looks like a barn burner. 17-14 in the 4th quarter. Broncos beating the Seahawks 14-0. I agree, Atlas. They do need a field goal, but I don't think they're close enough to kick a field goal yet.
Fans of all ages loving their Minnesota Vikings on the Vikings Entertainment.
Logan Broughton, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor, we proud. That's my mother's
Vikings game in this building from
last name, Broughton.
Greg Joseph will be kicking at Arrowhead next Friday. Final preseason game, only 3 preseason games.
All right, so it's going to be a 4th and 4 from the 45-yard line.
September at Cincinnati.
Mon in the shotgun, trips right, running back to his right, puts the running back in motion to his left.
It's 4th down,
ball snapped. Mon looks to his left and throws it low to Rose, incomplete. Horrible throw, no pressure on Mon that I saw.
41 to go in the game. We have just 1 timeout left.
Not impressed.
Now it's just some pressure up.
Not impressed.
Mon wasn't able to follow through, so the ball just didn't quite get there.
Look at that seam to the left, though, man. He could run for about 15, right?
Yeah, he could have, and that's really what you want out of a quarterback, and that's why when you have those kinds of situations.
I don't know, y'all. I'm not feeling it.
As Mond is, sometimes getting him out, getting him on the edge of the defense, run pass option, those kinds of plays are options.
Atlas, don't spam the chat. I think we've seen that you've typed that about 8 times.
Hitting the arm, it's pressure up the middle.
No flag, Logan.
So it's first down for Indy.
First down for Indy. They're just going to run out this clock now, probably.
And the handoff heads to the
handoff, gain of about 6.
Territory goes Benny LeMay. Kirk Cousins started the game for the Vikings. very nondescript. Ran once, threw a few times. What kind of season you putting Kirk on this year, Peter?
Well, I mean, you hope he picks up where he left off. You know, a top 5 offense that the Vikings had last year. You know, you get 1,400 yards to Justin.
And I think you might be right, Logan.
14 touchdowns to Adam Thielen. We expect Irv Smith Jr. to be much more involved in the offense this year, and you have one of the best running backs in the NFL, if not the best, and Dalvin Cook standing behind you. So, you know, there's plenty of weapons on this offense. And you just
no, I can't really do the gritty, King 03. I'm lucky I can get out of bed in the morning.
2-minute warning. We have a man who had the best receiving season of his career.
Tackle in the backfield there. Gonna bring up a 3rd down.
Detroit Lakes go crazy. It's Adam Thielen. 2018, he had 113 catches, 1,373 yards. Kirk's first year here. Didn't get 1,000 yards last year, but he led the team with 14 touchdowns. Adam Thielen.
Right, and you know, and he's emerged, and I think last year was proof that he's one of the best red zone wide receivers.
Matt says it's not over until North says something nice in the chat.
Read defenses and run routes, and Adam Thielen.
Yeah, Kim, a fumble would be nice. Under center here on a 3rd and 6. Fake handoff. Eason rolls, throws it, and it's caught for a 1st down.
About the 37-yard line, gets us to the 2-minute warning. 13-yard reception. 12-10 Indianapolis. When we return, Ben Lieber with Adam Thielen on the Vikings Entertainment Network.
All right, so we are at the 2-minute warning, ladies and gentlemen. 2-minute warning. Colts lead this one 12-10. 12-10. Nicholas says, I have faith in the team this season. Well, preseason doesn't mean much. I agree with that. But I'll just tell you, Mond, I have not been impressed with him. I don't like his body language. I don't like it at all, to be honest with you. And I think we left some time on that clock in the first half there with our time management as usual. Jesse Smith says, looks like you can lose all 3 of these games. It don't make a difference. Truth. You literally could lose all 3 and win 12, 13 games in the season without a doubt. Without a doubt. I agree with you. All right, so look at a little fella up in the stands there. Atlas says, all we need is an interception. Logan says we should have ran more in the beginning. King says the Minneapolis Miracle is about to happen. 2.0. I like your confidence there, King. Man, look at that subscriber number, y'all. 5640. We picked up 40 in a Viking stream. Way cool. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Sheila says, thank you, Valhalla, for another great stream. See you in the next one. We'll try to get a Dodger game this week, Sheila, for sure. We'll try to pick a day and do a Dodger one. 151 in the house. We'll be back next week for the Vikings' 3rd preseason game.
Take football further.
Jordan Gallagher says a pick 6 is coming up. Don't you think they'll just run it with 2 minutes left and a 1st down? Don't you think they'll just run out the clock? We only have 1 timeout. I'm thinking they'll probably just run it out. There you go, Sheila. Thanks to all the mods out there for taking care of me here. Appreciate it, Brian. Appreciate it, Brian. We'll see you in the next one, buddy. All right, Adam Thielen about to get interviewed.
You saw your first action in the preseason. You walked out here with.
What's up, Mike Slobedian? Skull from Winnipeg, Canada. Shout out to Canada.
That you don't normally get in a football game. I'll be good and ready to go. But it was nice to be out there. I wish I could have played a little longer.
You know, you've recently said this is the best you've ever felt. You've changed your diet. You've changed
All right,
your
so I think the stats is pretty much done here. We'll go to the main screen for the last 2 minutes of the ball game.
Yeah, I think just like you said, this is the best I've ever felt, and about to be 31 years old tomorrow. So,
all right, under center here on a 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle, and the Vikings stop him for a 1-yard gain.
Take care of myself. I think what I tell those young guys is do that earlier, do it sooner.
You're welcome,
you can
Nicholas.
Really add years to your career and feel good.
Did I butcher your last name, Mike? Mike Slobedian. Mike
Is
that it?
You guys have played 4 games. Last year you guys didn't play any. This year you guys are playing 3, and who knows what's
Jowdy says Adam Thielen is so underrated.
What's the right amount for you?
Nathan Plonsky coming at you from Virginia. Shout out to Virginia, USA.
I think I felt great at the end of the year last year because maybe, I don't know if it was because...
All right, Vikings have called their final timeout here.
I don't really know what it was, but I felt great. I was able to start training right away after the season. But I think it is good to get out here and go through the warm-up. I had to kind of figure out my routine again. It's been so long since the last time I asked my wife,
Slobodian.
what time do I normally leave for games? I kind of forgot. So
Slobodian.
Really
there you go. Slobodian.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Listen.
Yeah, just preseason, folks. 145 in here, though. Big ups to everybody that joined us.
Many have wondered, has that divisiveness
Handoff.
into the Vikings locker room.
Vikings get to him quick. Another short gain of about 3. 148 clock running here in the 4th. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. Logan, I do every Vikings game, buddy. Every regular season's Viking game. The Colts have the ball. Sexy man 22. You can tell by that little ball. That's the $1 million football. I paid $1 million for that. Douglas said, good show for a non-native. Thumbs up. Appreciate you, Douglas.
And like I said, guys from all over the
Norse God says season's over. This ball handed off, and the Vikes stop him. So the Vikes, will they get the ball back here? They're going to have to punt it at least.
And I'm glad that you guys have it. Last thing, congratulations on baby Cora, and happy birthday tomorrow, man.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Ben, look at you going right for the mask on, mask off dagger nearing the end of the game on a Saturday night. R.I.P. your nacho.
All right, 4th and 7. The Colts appear to be content with running it at least one more time.
It was the appropriate guy to ask that question. I do think that people are wondering.
Do I think the Vikings are going to win today? No.
A lot of consternation about where this team is at in the locker room, and I think that
they're going to run it on 4th and 7. Timeout Colts.
They're going to win the game. Yeah, they're going to win the game most likely. But with Cousins and COVID protocol with Kellen Mond incurring the virus and Nate Stanley and Kirk Cousins out 10 days, missing that stadium practice at TCO. Jake Browning goes lights out. There with Kirk's press conference after that when he came back, it was awkward. And, maybe there are some things he said, about room size and stuff like that he might want to have back. But I'm so glad Adam gave
Mike, there's 29 seconds left in the game.
Because you know better than anybody, Ben.
29 seconds remaining, 4th and 7.
In the age of rage, it's elevator music to these players and has to be really the opinions and the emotion and the heart.
I'm in
within the
mountain time zone, Atlas.
That has to matter first and foremost. And as you got out of Adam, Ben, it does.
Yeah, it really does. I think that's
all right, here we go. Now they're in punt formation. Colts are going to punt it now.
Sort of, catty, kind of like the rest of the country is, and it's not like.
So the Vikings will get possession of the football again.
We respect
the punt's away.
And where they've come from. And we do have open dialogue, and we do hash.
It goes out of bounds, so the Vikings will take over.
Guys raise their voices, but at the end of the day, you're getting your opinion
with 22 seconds remaining.
Heard, and everybody's being respected, and that just doesn't happen a lot around the country.
Now, 2009, when you were a linebacker with the team that went to the NFC title game and lost to Bountygate. That was a Nirvana type year, with the exception of not getting to Miami in the Super Bowl.
I don't know if I missed something on this punt because they didn't show where it went out of bounds, but I think it might have went out of bounds real close to the goal line because the Vikes are huddling up in the end zone. The ball sits on the 5. So Mond in the shotgun, 22 seconds left.
I mean, we would have large discussions.
Ball snapped.
It would be in the locker room. It'd be at the hotel.
Mond throws it over the middle. picked off by the Colts at the 25, and they kneel down. Mon throws an interception right over the middle.
About the locker room, it's a melting pot of personalities and people,
and the clock's showing 14 seconds, so we got to kneel down and we'll be out of here.
That's just the way it is, and we appreciate those moments, and we honor those moments.
Great job, buddy, as usual down there on the sideline.
Thank you, buddy.
Oh. And Ben, we will see you in Kansas City. Thank you very much.
Wait a minute, I think there's a penalty there. Lucas Hessen, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud.
Interception to deep backup linebacker Isaiah.
Mon coming back out on the field here with 18 seconds remaining.
18 seconds to go. 12-10 Indy. The official stripes a interception.
They're saying this guy did not catch the interception.
And
oh, he didn't.
Kellen.
He didn't. So the Vikes are still alive.
From 94 out to make it so Mike Zimmer never loses back-to-back preseason games like he hasn't.
18 seconds. 2nd and 10. Mon gets a shotgun snap. Throws it over the middle again. This time it's dropped.
Okay. Davidson dropped it.
That's going to make it 3rd.
Here we go.
3rd down with
Davidson's
14
had a few
seconds.
Opportunities, and I don't think he's capitalized on them. You go back a play, and Kellen Mond kind of comes off the field, slapping his helmet, wishing he had that one over again, and he ends up getting it over again. So a lot to ask for the rookie. 14 seconds left to go.
King says Minneapolis Miracle 2.0.
Range. You got the Colts playing 34 yards off the.
Atlas says put Cousins in there.
So they're definitely
no, get Cousins out.
And,
anyway, shotgun, running back to his right. 3 wide receivers, ball snap. Mon throws it over the middle, caught. 1st down, 8 seconds, clock running. Vikes will try to spike it.
4, 3, 2, 1, and there's your ball game.
And that's game.
Clock ran out before the snap. It's the end of the ball game.
All right, so that's your final 12-10 Colts.
And thank you for watching on Fox 9 and or listening to FM 100.3, KFAN, and the Vikings Radio Network.
And this game is final, ladies and gentlemen. This game is final.
Preseason, they lose 12-10. We've yet to score an offensive touchdown, and the regular season can go ahead and begin any day now.
All righty, so that's going to do it for this stream, y'all. No problem, King. No problem. At one point, I think we got over 150 in the chat. We picked up a number of subscribers, about 40. Yeah, hopefully he can learn some stuff this week, Matt, no doubt. You're welcome, Kim. Yeah, we'll be back next week. Yep, no problem, BVSIC. Good night. All right, but that's your final. We'll be back here on Valhalla Sports Talk this week. One of the days during the week, we'll do a Dodger game at least. And then next weekend, we will do the final preseason game for these Vikings. Again, thank you for all of you that took the time. Do you want to do a raid real quick to end it here? Grab a link of whoever you want to raid, Alex. We can do it. Just drop the link in the chat, buddy. Nathan says, thanks for the fun stream. Great show, and good luck, Vikings, in the season. Skull. Same to you, Nathan. Good night, Viking Jerome. Yep, back-to-back losses for the first time in the preseason for Zimmer. I'll probably watch this Raider game. What's up, Robert? What's up, Robert? Robert Gavin, up in here, up in here. You don't know how to drop a link? All right, let me grab it. We're losing people pretty quick, so I don't know if we're going to have many to raid with. And I don't even think anyone's on, but... Here we go. This is a Joey Wagner. I think he might be done, though. He's done too.
I told him, you gotta stop doing that, kid. Someone might take offense to that, or a coach.
All right, here we go. I got one.
All right, guys, let's get over under 5 minutes.
Here we go. I got one for us to rate, yo. So it's Sear from the 6. He's doing the wrestling tonight. I guess there's a big wrestling event on, but that's his link. Go over there and hit him up. Say Valhalla Sports Talk raid. And make sure to subscribe and like this channel. No problem, Logan Broughton. Make sure to come back for another one. There you go. Go into Sear from the 6. Let's go ahead and raid him and see what's going on. Make sure to like his stream.
Okay. Under 2 all day. All right, Ray, Robin Galvin. Nice. 3 minutes and 24 seconds. Under. I think over under. It's raining here. Yeah. Raid. Oh, Valhalla. Raid. Nice, Robert. Thanks for coming in, Robert. 4 minutes. All right, we got everybody saying under. I got a couple overs.
All right, y'all. So that's going to do it for me on this end. I do, honest Laker fan. I do Laker games, buddy.
Did you guys sweep the Mets? Are you guys like a game and a half back now of the Giants? I think the Giants lost again today. They lost both to Oakland. Did they win? Who won that game? I didn't see any scores today. Last I saw they were losing. The A's were winning. You guys like a game behind? Thank you, Robert. Appreciate that. Valhalla, appreciate you.
All right, y'all. So that's going to do it here, and you guys have a great night. Valhalla Sports Talk is off the air.
All right, Dodgers won, good, and the Giants came back and won. All right, Giants win in ninth. Dodgers have won 9 in a row still. Okay. Yeah, Giants won. I see it now. All right.